Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the bakagaijinshow. I'm your lovable rascal of a host, Siegfried, and with me, as always, is my in-demand co-host, Kevin Faulkner.
Everybody wants me. Everybody needs me. Everyone thinks they need me.
You're the Chris Pratt of co-hosts.
He's so cool.
He is so cool. He hasn't even been in the news and we're talking about him. That's how cool he is.
He hasn't been in the news, but
He's been in our hearts.
wait until the Mario movie trailer drops. It'll drop any day now. Or at least that's what Twitter tells me.
Is it even real? Is this all just a psyop?
I'm starting to wonder because we haven't gotten an update since that Nintendo Direct like 8-9 months ago. It was like it's weird. It's really weird.
This is a psyop from the Mario company to sell you more Mario.
Everything is a psyop from the Mario company to sell you more Mario if Nintendo's involved.
Wake up, sheeple!
You need to understand. Open your eyes.
I would really love to turn into a reactionary, like a reactionary right-winger podcast, but like for completely random things that have nothing to do with anything.
Like the fucking Mario movie from Illumination.
Exactly, yeah. So it's just a scam to drive up clicks, sell more Marios.
Exactly.
You know, I've never seen Mario and Miyamoto in the same place at the same time. So, I'm just saying.
I think we may be touching on a major breakthrough here.
We're connecting the dots on the court board. You ever put a mustache on that man? No, didn't think so.
The funny thing is, the image of like Charlie Day connecting red string on a corkboard is funny now because he plays Luigi in the Illumination movie.
It's all connected, Kevin.
It's all
connected. The truth is out there.
You have entered the Twilight Zone.
How can this movie be real if our eyes aren't real? Answer me that.
See, I can't because
People, welcome to episode 69, the sexiest episode of the bakagaijinshow.
the nicest episode of the bakagaijinshow.
At least until we get to episode 69, and then we're gonna party.
With special guests, Ninja Sex Party.
Hopefully by then we'll be famous enough to pull that.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, we got like 6,000 episodes, no, almost 7,000 episodes actually.
True.
Yeah, that's a lot of time to... That is a lot of time, especially if we go at our old pace. If we go at our current pace, it'll be a little faster.
A little faster.
Yeah. We gotta hurry up though. They might... That's a lot of episodes. They might be dead by the time we get there.
They
I
could be.
It's a distinct possibility.
Or there could be a breakthrough in human immortality research, and everything will be fine. We don't know.
So tune into episodes 6,969, where it's just 4 straight hours of cyber orgy.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you, but that sounds like a good time to me.
And you'll still find a way to talk about Transformers.
Look. Here's the thing. Some things are eternal. Some things, like... There are many things in this universe that are a constant. You know, we all die someday.
For now.
You know, birds aren't real. Kevin is somehow going to talk about Transformers.
That one's just true, yeah.
It will always happen. At some point or another, it is inevitable.
One day, science will invent real birds. That's what I believe.
Then everything will be over, and then you will be really scared.
Birds are pretty scary. They're like
they kind of are.
Supposedly, if they weren't all drones, which drones are scary enough, but supposedly they're descended like closest directly to dinosaurs, so they're basically like dinosaurs.
Also, their beaks have like tiny little saw teeth. It's weird.
It's to distract you from the cameras in their nostrils.
Exactly. Exactly.
Am I supposed to believe that these creatures exist that digest things by swallowing rocks and then it bounces around in their stomach and breaks shit up? Does that not sound ridiculous to anyone else? Wake up, sheeple.
That sounds like a cartoon.
That doesn't sound real.
It doesn't.
Why would anything evolve that way?
I don't know. Let's ask God.
I don't need teeth. I just have rocks in my stomach. Can people believe this?
Damn, people, you believe anything you hear from the science community, don't you?
This is just a psyop from the bird company to sell you more birds.
The bird company.
Wake up, sheeple. The truth is out there.
You see, my brain wanted to hum the X-Files theme, but my brain just immediately shifted over to the Doctor Who theme.
I've never seen the X-Files, Kevin. And I'll tell you why. It's a psyop from the Conspiracy Corporation to sell you more conspiracies.
See, that one's actually almost true. So, Scully, you're never gonna believe this.
Also, I've heard, the fucking what's it called? The fucking Chris Carter effect.
The what now?
The trope, the Chris Carter thing. You heard it?
I'm not familiar with that one offhand, actually, no.
You call yourself a troper.
I do sometimes.
I think I have some audio evidence of you calling yourself a troper somewhere.
I, a known troper.
Based TV tropes enjoyer. Then again, at this point, I have enough audio of you that I can make you say anything I want you to, honestly.
True. You can cut together almost anything you want at this point.
I just have hundreds, thousands of hours of audio.
Oh god, you really do. Yeah, like between this and BGS and the few scattered episodes of Otaku Midnight and NTR Radio, yeah.
Quite the profile. So here's my official stance. Don't anger me, because I could easily replace you with a deepfake.
I mean, I don't plan on angering you anytime soon, so, I think I'm safe there. I think I'm safe there.
There's a lot of episode left, Kevin.
There is a lot of episode left. This is very true.
That's true.
Anything could happen.
As we've learned on this show, anything can happen.
Yes.
I didn't have a follow-up joke to that. I just,
This is just facts.
Yeah, whenever I don't know what to say, I just say, well, you've listened to the show. So, there's that.
You've listened to the show. I've been on the show. Zeke has hosted the show.
This is true. These are facts. Did you know you're listening to the Bakagaijinshow?
Really?
Yes, the world's most salacious podcast. Remember that brief period 5 years ago where I just inserted the word salacious into every sentence?
I remember that. And I said nothing of it. It was very salacious of you.
It really was. Salacious is one of those words that sounds like what it is. Sounds like what it means. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's some words where you just think, man, we nailed it.
Like
we
vile.
Nailed it. Yeah. Or duffel bag.
Oh God. That is one of those words, isn't it? You look at a duffel bag and you're like, yep, that's a duffel bag.
I don't know who first looked at a duffel bag and thought that's a duffel bag and called it a duffel bag and it caught on, but they were right on the money.
They were. God, that reminds me of a post I saw somewhere that was like, every part of the vagina sounds like it was named by wizards.
Facts.
Clitoral hood? Give me a break.
I'm gonna equip my clitoral hood and gain +5 to dexterity.
God damn it.
Well, what did we tell you? This is episode 69, the sexiest episode of the Bakagaijinshow. So,
yes.
Yeah.
This is only the beginning.
Yes, of a stranger, more sensual podcast experience.
This is the bakagaijinshow they never wanted you to hear.
What we haven't told you is that we're just going to be furiously masturbating this entire episode.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
But you don't know that.
We're just really good at hiding it. And it's like super casual. Like it's nice and slow, nice even tempo. But you don't even know what we're thinking of.
They call me the master of the silent fap.
No one has ever called you that, but they should. But they should.
Thank you.
Welcome to the bakagaijinshow, where I call Kevin on his bullshit frequently and often.
Yep. He do.
I do.
Again, that's just facts. It's just real talk.
Yep, that's what I'm masturbating to right now. That own.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now it's a contest. What's even the criteria for winning? We don't know. We're not in it to win. We're just having fun.
Yep. And in the end, isn't that what it's always about? Just having fun.
Yeah. Exactly. If you're masturbating to this right now, I'm proud of you.
Same.
You should send video evidence of this to our email, bakagaijinshow@gmail.com.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Besides, that email is it is very lonely.
It might be hard because it's like a 25 megabyte file limit, but I mean, I guess it doesn't take that much video to get the picture, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, just click a little 2-3 second clip, you know, we can do that. Hold your phone horizontally though.
Yes.
Like an adult.
Yeah, please. Please be a normal fucking human being and turn your phone to landscape mode, because if you're holding it in portrait mode, man, you are just... We don't even want to, like...
No.
We do not want to associate with you.
You send us vertical masturbation footage and you are disqualified.
Okay.
From what?
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
What?
You can send us vertical masturbation footage, but only if your penis covers the entire length of the screen.
This is true. If it's long enough to justify it, you know, and we'll be the judges of that, but, you know, there might be an exception clause there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We don't want to discriminate against the big dick Johnsons out there.
True.
We don't want to have to force you to compress your manhood into 16 by 9. If you want to do 9 by 16, that's perfectly. I mean, that's if need be, don't no shorties in the club use this as an excuse to film in portrait mode undeservedly.
We respect all.
But you know, choose the orientation that's right for you, both in how you film yourself masturbating and who you're masturbating to. Damn, that was poetic. that really came together at the end there.
It was perfect.
That was great. I'm glad we recorded that.
So,
what have you been doing this week?
That's a very, very, very good question. Well, week and a half.
Right. We're trying to get back. We waited a bit to get back on schedule.
Yeah, like Saturday, like friggin' Friday night came along, and I was like, are we gonna podcast again? Because like we did one Tuesday, and he's like, nah, I want to do writing.
Yeah, I think we also had a long chat the day before. I think.
No, we had one that night because you were just like, hey, fuck it, want to talk anyway?
Right, yeah.
And
yeah,
like,
that happens.
And like, I was having insomnia anyway, and we ended up talking till like 4 a.m.
As we do.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, some things have occurred. I have done stuff. Fuck, you know what I forgot to do?
What? What did you forget to do?
I forgot to watch Lego Movie 2 and the Lego Batman movie.
Hold on. Well, you said this week, so you still have today.
True. I think I'll do that. Shit. I have something to do after that, actually.
Are you about to become a promise breaker?
Sunday
is next week.
I know.
What are we, French? Those weird French people who think the week starts on Mondays? Grow up. Grow up.
French people, or French people, or as we also like to call them, politicians.
This is a psyop from the day company to sell you more days.
Everything's a psyop from the something company to sell you fucking something.
Whatever happened to Logs Day?
Logs Day?
Have you not seen the 4chan post?
No.
About the guy who's convinced there were 8 days when he was growing up, and somehow everyone has forgotten about Logs Day?
God, you're gonna have to send that to me. And I will remind you, in between segments, to send that to me.
Alright, I'll look for it right now.
Okay, fine.
It's gonna be hard while I'm still masturbating, but I'll get it done.
Now, while I didn't watch the Lego Batman movie or the Lego Movie 2, the second part...
And we want to remind everyone that Hideo Kojima says the Lego Batman movie is the best Batman movie, so you're not allowed to disagree.
Now, I don't know about that, because we did recently get The Batman, and it was ballsy enough to call itself The Batman. And I do believe it...
That's true, but also many things have called themselves the Batman over the years.
Speaking of, I have watched The Batman.
I just want to point out, before you get off topic with your silly Cape Man talk...
You asked me what I'm doing! I did Batman!
I just want to point out, for everyone who cares about what really matters, that the myth of... Okay, so the supposed myth of Logs Day is so infamous it has its own Urban Dictionary entry at this point.
No kidding.
Yes. Logs Day. It's the 4th day of the week out of the total of 8. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Logs Day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What happened to Logs Day? There are 8 days in a week. I learned this in kindergarten. We all did. Why do people say there are only 7 days now? What the fuck? I feel like I'm going crazy. By Jessica Philly, December 8th, 2020.
Wow.
That's the post. I mean, I'll send it to you, but that's the post.
Why does everyone say there's only 7 days?
People seem to be corroborating this Logs Day story. I don't know.
That is weird.
Some kind of dimensional shift phenomenon going on.
You can make an SCP out of this.
You probably could. There might be one like this.
There might be.
I don't think a Logs Day specifically.
Yeah.
But if anyone wants to make a Logs Day SCP, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Due to 4chan's anonymous nature, the identity and legitimacy of the post's author is unknown.
But anyway, yes.
Anyway, what about Batman or whatever stupid shit?
Well, fine. Well, now I'm not doing it.
I'm just saying it's a bit of a step down from Logs Day.
It's a bit of a step down from Logs Day, admittedly.
Kevin, what do you think would be the bigger headline? Okay, The Batman's in theaters, or there's an 8th day of the week we all forgot about.
I think the 8th day is probably more interesting, but
from a cosmological perspective, absolutely.
'Tis not the topic. 'Tis not the topic.
Nope.
Unfortunately, as preordained, 'tis not the topic.
Yep.
But I did watch The Batman in theaters. Man, whoever is shouting in back there needs to shut up.
I don't hear anything.
I do. And so does your microphone.
Oh. I don't know what they're talking about.
Anyway, as we were.
Oh, they're talking about the dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now then, as we were.
Yes. Yes.
The Batman. Really good movie. Like, really, really good.
Yes.
I feel like this is so the interesting thing with Batman, like, in terms of, like, live-action movies, is I feel like there's always some element of Batman's character that these movies tend to get wrong or they tend to overlook.
Yeah.
A lot of them actually greatly overlook the fact that he's supposed to be a detective.
Yeah.
A lot of them overlook the fact that, like, he kind of has a no-killing moral code.
Almost none of them acknowledge the Bat credit card.
There's one. There's only one. And that's probably the only flaw of the Batman.
Mm-hmm.
It does not have the Bat credit card. But, like, it is a really good movie, and the reason why I say it earns the title of calling itself The Batman is because this is actually a movie that is genuinely about Batman, his character, how he, like what his moral code is, and how he comes to be who we identify as Batman today.
Yeah.
An interesting, one of my favorite elements of this movie is the fact that they put this movie very early in Batman's career, in Bruce Wayne's career as Batman, because it's mentioned very early on in the movie by Commissioner Gordon that Batman's only been Batman for about 2 years.
Yeah.
And another element I really like about this movie is that it begins sort of in medias res, where Batman is implied to already have a rogues gallery developing, like these regular villains that he has to tend with.
Mm-hmm. Like Calendar Man. Oh boy.
Well, there's a there's a rather interesting clue as to one of his regular villains near the end of the movie. But no spoilers. No spoiler. You know which villain it is. Without me having to say it, you know which villain they're hinting towards.
Condiment Man.
Yes. No. No. Unfortunately, it's not Condiment Man, despite the fact that Robert Pattinson really, really likes Condiment Man.
Based?
No. But no, actually, the choice to put the movie very early in Bruce's career as Batman is really smart, because now a flaw a lot of people seem to think this movie has, which I disagree with, and I'll explain why, is I'm not going to spoil anything, is that people seem to have this issue about how Bruce Wayne and Batman aren't really separate characters here. Like Bruce Wayne kind of just acts like Batman without the cowl.
Sure.
But the thing is, if you actually watch the movie and pay attention, that's by design, because the entire point is that Bruce Wayne is so consumed by the Batman persona, by his work as Batman, that he doesn't take time for what he normally does, what he's supposed to be normally doing as Bruce Wayne, because we find out that he's heavily reclusive. Nobody ever talks to him. He doesn't talk to anybody else. All of that, philosophical...
So relatable.
All that philosophical, philanthropic work that his father was doing beforehand, he just ignores it because he views, his work as Batman to be, just as paramount, if not more so, than what his father was doing before him.
Yeah.
He's being consumed by the revenge, by needing to be vengeance for the city. And really, Batman's character arc in this movie is him learning that he needs to balance his life better and find ways of helping the city both as Batman and as Bruce Wayne. That's the entire point of the movie, and I really, really like that. It's a really good character study. Also, I can't talk about the Riddler too much without spoiling the hell out of him, but the Riddler actually is a really good villain in this movie and is genuinely terrifying. Actually a really, really cool take on the Riddler. I like it a lot. I really do. Also, the Penguin's in this movie, and he's really cool too. He's a very secondary character, but they do a lot of really good stuff with him in the story. And he gets a really cool car chase sequence with the Batmobile, and it's so good. Speaking of which, holy shit, probably the best fight choreography of any Batman movie. There's this one scene that really stood out to me when I was watching it, where Batman is in this dark hallway taking down a bunch of goons, and the only way you actually know what's going on is because the goons are firing off their weapons, and the only thing you can see is Batman and the goons being illuminated by gunfire. It's so goddamn cool.
Nice.
It's really good. It is really, really good. The movie is pretty long. It is straight up a 3-hour movie.
Nice.
But I feel like it's a movie that takes really good advantage of the fact that it is as long as it is, and it crafts a really compelling narrative that ends on a super satisfying note.
Yes.
This could work as a standalone movie, but they plan on, making sequels and like an extended universe out of this, which
The Batman again.
yes. But like, if they're gonna make more Batman after this based on this universe, like, I'm in. This was a really good starting point.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved it. I don't want to be too presumptuous because there is a little bit of recency bias, but
Sure.
I think this might be my favorite Batman movie.
Nice.
Like, it's really up there. It shot up there really fast. I need to rewatch some of the other ones. Like, I need to rewatch Batman Returns. I need to rewatch The Dark Knight. Like, I need to rewatch some of the other ones to really kind of get it in my head where the Batman falls in the hierarchy of Batman movies.
Yeah.
But just coming off of it fresh and having had about a week to sit on it, I fucking love The Batman. That is a fucking amazing movie. Another thing I've begun doing is I have begun watching The Rising of the Shield Hero, which I'm 10 episodes in on that one.
Yeah.
I pose to you, dear Zeke.
Yes.
I pose to you that people are stupid.
You know what? I'm inclined to believe this.
Most of the problems that people have with Shield Hero that I've seen are entirely done in bad faith and people only make these criticisms from knee-jerk reactions and because they don't understand situational nuance within the series. Like,
You could swap out the word Shield Hero for like 50 other shows, and it would be just as true.
yeah, but like Shield Hero is a really clear example because Shield Hero doesn't actually tell you straight up what any of the characters are feeling, what is really going through their heads. You have to infer it from their actions.
Sure.
It is a series that really, really does benefit from actually analyzing the characters and their motives as you go through the show.
Sure.
And people go off about like Naofumi being this, horrible person because how dare you how dare you, buy a slave, but there is no good way to say this without sounding bad, but legitimately him buying a slave actually is a good thing in this context. Slavery is actually good. Sorry. But,
Based?
Based? No, but like,
I don't know.
but like in the context of the story, it actually ends up being a good thing that Naofumi bought Raftalia as a slave. And hell's bells, there is a scene so real quick, like, by the way, no one told me Raftalia was a fucking badass. Everyone just called Raftalia, the cute, frail waifu girl. No, this girl kicks ass. Which she has to, because Naofumi is the shield hero. He has a shield. He doesn't have a weapon. He has armor.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs someone to do he needs someone to act as his offense, which that's what Raftalia does, and she does it completely willingly, because, hey, this dude saved my fucking life.
I remember people having a similar reaction in the season 2 of ReZero when Amelia fights, and they're like, she could fight. I'm like, because she was established as having done that, but then she spends the rest of the first season not doing any fighting. So I guess everyone just kind of forgot.
Yeah, everyone forgot that she's actually a really strong spellcaster.
Yeah, that was really funny. Actually, it was like, wait, what? What?
Wait, Amelia can do this?
That was her introduction, but then she doesn't fight again until arc 4. So
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, but then, but yeah, Raftalia is actually just a really, really cool character. She is actually really fun and really cool.
Yeah.
I love her personality so much. She is probably my favorite part of this show so far. Surprising nobody. But, like, I'm just shocked nobody mentioned how cool she is. Like, how much she is actually a super skilled sword fighter.
Yeah.
And how, like, she actually pulls a hell of a lot of weight in the action scenes in this series. Like, did people just not pay attention to this show at all when they were watching it? Like,
I didn't know that either.
Like,
where were the gifts?
Exactly.
I demand gifts.
Dude, the fight scenes in this are really cool too. Like,
yeah.
Kinema Citrus went off.
I've seen Black Bullet. I know.
Yeah, you can tell this is an anime from the Black Bullet team. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching more Shield Hero. It is a super good series, like, so far. 10 episodes in, mind you. So I'm a good chunk of the way in. And I'm seeing a lot of things in this series that I have heard people bitch about, and I actually either have no problem with it, or I actually think they're good things, and that people are stupid.
Yeah. People do be stupid.
So yeah, I like Shield Hero. Go fucking sue me. And there's a second season coming out, and you know what? I'm hyped for it now.
Yeah.
Go figure.
How about that shit?
But yeah, I also pre-ordered Kirby and the Forgotten Land, but I need to call Nintendo because I think they accidentally canceled my pre-order.
Oh.
Like, I think.
Oh no! What if they run out of digital copies?
I don't think that's a thing.
Oh really? Nintendo's never put limited scarcity on a digital product before?
I'm just gonna move on now.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Nintendo doesn't talk about that. But yeah, aside from that, now I haven't done too much in the meantime that I can recall offhand, but
Sure.
I have plans.
Damn.
I do. And my specific plans are...
Yes, the plan. The plan for Kevin. The plan specifically for Kevin to do something. Kevin's plan.
Right.
It's all coming together.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Anyway, what's your plan?
I'm going to watch both Symphogear G and GX, Seasons 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And while I'm doing that, in between episodes of Symphogear G and GX, I'm going to be rewatching Zoid's Chaotic Century. Because Zoids, I grew up with Zoids back when I was like 9, 10-ish. And I was a huge fucking fan of Zoids when I was a kid. Like, it has been a long-ass time since I've seen it, but I woke up every morning at 5 a.m. to watch new episodes of Zoids, okay? So... Yeah, it was one of those shows that Cartoon Network just kind of shoved in their graveyard slot, but...
I remember.
Damn it, I kept it alive. I went and watched it. I got up every goddamn morning. And it was worth it. Zoids is so fucking cool.
I did not grow up with Zoids, although I did have a friend who collected Zoids figures, and I looked at them and I said, "What the fuck is this shit? What are this discount Bionicle garbage?"
Dude! It's animals and dinosaurs, but they're piloted robots, but they're also sentient, and the whole thing takes place in, like, this post-apocalyptic version of an alien planet. Like, taking place after, like, this great Zoid war. It's so cool. It's such a cool fucking concept.
I don't want to.
That dog needs to shut the fuck up.
Oh no, that's your dog. I was listening for my dog.
No. Sibling dog.
Okay. I don't want to offend you, Kevin, but you sound like you're describing a Darth story right now.
Okay, but this is actually good. Well, at least I think it's good. I haven't seen it in like 15, 20 years, so...
I'm gonna tell Darth you said that.
No! I mean, I haven't read any of Darth's stories, so I don't know if they're good or bad. So, like, I have no frame of reference there. It's just okay. At the very least, I was able to tell you the concept of Zoids in about 10 seconds. This dude needs this dude needs to write a novel for his novel to tell you what his novel is about.
Yeah. Yeah. It's novelception. It's a psyop from the novel industry to sell you more novels.
Okay, that one Okay, you know what? That psyop can stay.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
More novels? Yes, please.
More novels straight from the conveyor belt of literacy? Yes, please.
But yeah, I downloaded a torrent for Zoid's Chaotic Century, and the only reason I did is because I was really hoping it would get relicensed at the Discotheque Day Twitch stream panel.
Sure.
But it didn't.
Nope.
That said, they did, however, relicense Digimon Adventure, both the English and Japanese versions. They're going to release the dub first and then the subtitled version later. And damn, their remaster looks really goddamn good.
Oh yeah.
Like it is one of those. It's one of those upscales where you're like, this has no business looking as good as it does, especially considering how old this is and how shitty I'm used to it looking.
Yeah.
Man, AstroRes does some really good shit in terms of like what they do for like remastering old analog and digital footage. Like, it's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the like I grew like I'm okay. Here's the thing. I will fully admit that Digimon Adventure's dub ages like shit.
Yeah.
It is not a good dub by today's standards, and it was only sort of passable as as a kid's as an anime dub made for kids at the time, it was fine. Like, it was reasonably faithful to the original, the fucking Sora's cousin bullshit notwithstanding.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. That guy was just a random stranger that they hitchhiked for in the Japanese version. It was just a random stranger. But,
why did they change it? Like, to avoid, like, stranger danger implications?
It's stranger danger, yeah, pretty much.
Oh, no.
But, well, you don't want kids hitchhiking with random people. You want kids hitchhiking with their relatives.
This is a psyop from the anti-fun people to take away your fun.
What fun!
Hitchhiking. It's an experience. It's an adventure.
A Digimon adventure.
Come on, Charlie. We're gonna go on an adventure.
But
was I referencing Smiling Friends or Charlie the Unicorn? You decide.
I think it might have been both at the same time.
Yep.
You got that iconic glow everyone's talking about.
Yep.
But yeah, like, the dub for Digimon Adventure does not age well, but at the same time, I grew up with that dub. Sure. So fuck it, I'll double dip. I'll get the dub set, I'll get the subtitled set, I'll get both of them. Fuck it.
You gotta fit. Look, you gotta put jelly beans in your eggs, is all I'm saying.
So yes, that's what I've been up to, and that's what I shall be doing. That is it. So, Zeke, I've yacked on long enough about what I've been doing.
What? Yeah, sorry, what? Yeah, yes.
So what have you been doing?
Well, Kevin.
Well, Zeke.
I thought I would just... when you're watching the news and there's, like, weird pauses between when people talk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thought I'd try that. I mean, it seems to work for the news, so why not us? Imagine if all podcasts were like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty weird, wouldn't it?
Yep, it would be pretty weird, Kevin.
So what have you been doing lately, Zeke?
This is one of those jokes where it could go on forever. We got to cut it. We got to cut it at the bud. We got to say enough is enough. We did the bit. It's over. We had our fun. It's done.
It's a one and done.
As is this sentence. Period. ... Although.
Get on with it!
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Hey, funny man!
You're a clownfish, right? Say something funny.
My son is missing. God, okay. What have you been doing? That's the question.
Look, I gotta build up the nerve, okay? Anyway. Since we last we both saw Turning Red. That's something we saw.
We did both watch Turning Red, and the interesting thing about that movie is that I'm not a fan of like the character designs, but I really like the animation style and the direction.
Yeah,
like
because it's the same as Luca. It's just uglier.
Someone compared it to like Luca, but with like more realistic human imperfections, and I feel like that kind of explains.
Oh man, I hate realistic human imperfections.
Exactly.
Get him out of here. I don't need to see your dimples and your pimples and your quimples. You don't even want to know what those are.
I don't even know what those are.
You don't want to know what those are.
Exactly.
My favorite part of Turning Red is when they all did lean.
I love lean!
Look, lean memes will never not be funny.
What do you expect? God. Do you know why those fucking memes actually came back? Do you know why there was a resurgence in lean memes?
Please tell me why lean came back, Kevin.
No shit! It's because of VTubers!
No! You blew it up! You damn dirty apes!
One of my favorite VTubers, Wari Calliope, she mentioned that she quote unquote hit the lean too hard, and then was like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that's what that meant. I thought it was just a funny little meme word for alcohol." And everyone's like,
"No,
Callie, no." And now everyone makes fun of lean again, harder, because Callie's a fucking idiot.
Stronger.
Look, I love Callie. Look, I love Callie, but God, she's dumb.
I don't. I'd call her an idiot to her face.
Her friends call her an idiot to her face. That doesn't make any that doesn't.
No, I meant. Look, no, I meant the face behind the face, the real mask.
Her friends also do that.
Unless it's just an AI. That'd be interesting. No. No, you sure? You sure the VTuber industry isn't just a psyop to sell you more VTubers?
No, it literally is a psyop to sell us more VTubers. I can't even deny that one. That one's just facts.
What have I been saying? What have I been saying?
Hey, I never denied it!
He's too far gone, folks.
I'm already on the content train. Choo-choo, motherfucker.
Yep, he's fully indoctrinated. This is literally worse than doing lean.
Anyway, yes, Turning Red.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Also, people have really weird fucking hang-ups about this movie.
Yeah.
It's like... It's like, oh, my children don't understand generational trauma. Why didn't this movie explain it better? And it's like, it's not the movie's job to explain it. It's telling a story.
Yeah.
Not everything has to explain to your children in the most basic-ass Fucking
It's a movie, not a PowerPoint presentation.
exactly. It's not a psyop from the generational trauma industry to sell you more generational trauma. Anyway.
No, we call that the U.S. government.
Exactly. That said.
Yes.
Also, people also have, like, really stupid hang-ups about the whole, like, the period jokes in the movie. Like, 1, the characters are 13. 2, what age do you think is appropriate for your kids to know or not know about periods? It's a freaking normal bodily function.
I would roll a d20. That's my answer to that question.
God, even in the movie, like, the main character, Maylin, is, like, 13.
Yeah.
And her mother is like, oh, I thought it's like, oh, it's too soon. Like, she's 13. This is normal at that point.
Kevin, I regret to inform you I just rolled a 19, so those kids are going to wait to be educated for a bit.
Oh, fuck. Ah, shit.
Well.
Damn it, society.
This is what happened when you run society on dice rolls.
This is that explains so much. Is that what's been happening?
You know, Vault 21 told me this is going to be a good thing.
I'm not convinced.
To be fair, those are like regular dice and like actual like gambling shit, not like D20s.
Yeah,
so maybe if they use D20s, things would turn out better.
Well,
I don't know.
Cuphead and his pal Mugman. They like to roll the dice.
Unless you're watching the cartoon, and then they like to roll skee balls.
They like to roll the skee ball.
I don't understand why we kept the soul stolen from by the devil plot line, but the casino was a step too far.
Yeah, it makes all of the, like, very poker-based visual iconography a little weird now.
I don't get it. I'm gonna be real. I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Nope.
But yeah, Turning Red, pretty good. Pretty damn good. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Yes, pretty good. It has that I really like the. It's very unashamedly 2002, which is nice.
Oh my god, all the shit regarding, like, boy bands or whatever, like, oh my god, that was literally just my siblings at that age. Oh my god, like, there are so many points during that movie where it's just like, oh god, I knew people like that.
I appreciate the fact that we're now old enough that our childhood is a period piece.
Oh no. Oh,
and it'll
no.
happen to you.
Oh, I don't think I like that, Zeke. Oh no.
But now we get to see a hyper-exaggerated form of it portrayed in movie form.
Yay. Yeah.
The one thing the film could have used more is hyperpop, but
it could have used more hyperpop.
Mainstream media is not ready for hyperpop, let's be honest.
They somehow managed to take, like, ritualistic Cantonese chanting and marry it with American boy band pop and make it work in the finale.
They're wizards over there. They're wizards.
Like that was actually really cool.
Can we appreciate that finally a Pixar film ended in a kaiju battle?
It did! It was awesome!
Finally. I feel like that... This is film number 25. I feel like that should have happened already.
It should have happened already. It didn't, but, I mean, it finally did. But, like,
Yeah.
It took him a while. But it's here,
Yeah.
and it's good.
It's a really nice looking film. I really like the pastels. Are really nice. Like we said, we're mixed on the character designs, but it's very expressive, and the actual artistry is great. Like the environments look fantastic. The whole pastel color scheme, especially on an HDR display, looks fantastic.
Oh yeah, like I watched that movie like in regular SDR color space, but like,
Ew, what are you, a pedestrian?
trying not to be, but bitch, you think I want to live this way? But
Yeah.
bitch, you live like this? You think I want to?
Well, I'll tell you what I'll tell you from my eyeballs. In HDR, it looks fucking great. I mean, all Pixar movies do.
True,
But
true.
this one, especially with its soft pastels, looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's so colorful. I love the colors in this movie. God.
Yeah.
Like, and like, the way that, like, it does, like, good... There is actually some really interesting, like, contrasting color schemes in this movie, too.
Yeah.
We mentioned the direction, and there's one moment really early in the movie where, like, Malin is trying to, like, you know, not transform into, like, the red panda.
Yeah.
And she sees Tyler putting up, like, a blown-up version of one of her drawings, and, like, the camera just smash cuts to her face, making this just sweating just bullets.
Yeah.
It's so fast. It's like a 1 second smash cut, and then she just rushes over.
Yeah, the direction's really nice. It's really well paced. There's a lot of really good comedic timing.
The comedy is just so snappy in that movie.
Yeah.
I love just the comedy in that movie. It also knows how... It also understands how to do cringe comedy really, really well.
Yeah.
Like, the whole thing with, like, Malin's mother coming to the school and being like, I brought your pads!
Yeah.
It's so goddamn funny. Like, they make her mother just so cartoonishly over the top for shit like that, and it's so good.
Yeah.
Like, there's a little bit of reality in, like, the overprotective mother thing, but it's also exaggerated to the point where it's just pure insanity.
Yeah, Shafe, it's a cartoon. Why you gotta take it so serious?
Yeah, cartoons can be cartoons.
We can exaggerate things, because we're cartoons.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I remember when people didn't take points off because a cartoon exaggerated something for comedic effect.
Exactly. Fucking...
I guess that's just not the age we live in, Shafe, isn't it, Shafe? Shaferillis Productions. At Shaferillis Productions, based Coconut Mall and Joyer.
We're calling you out, boy.
No, I respect his opinion.
I know, me too.
No, it's his opinion on Onward I don't respect.
Yeah, that one. 4 out of 10? Really? 4?
His review is literally just 6 minutes of him going, man, I really don't like Chris Pratt. 4 out of 10.
This is Chris Pratt. He's so cool.
I have a brother. You can't tell me I can't relate to this. I have a brother. Actually, that might have been a different video.
No, it's the same one. It's the same one.
Right, yeah. Look, Shafe, if you're listening, and you're not, but if you are, we love you. You have a really bad opinion on Onward. I'm just letting you know that.
We're sticking to our guns.
Look, everyone's got flaws. Everyone's got, bad habits. One day you will awaken to just how cool Chris Pratt is, and then everything will fall into place.
Yes.
Yeah. He's so fucking cool.
He's so cool.
Oh, Chris Pratt is so fucking cool. Anyway. I also, what?
Aside from turning red.
Yes. I also watched Batman Mask of the Phantasm because you told me to. You wanted me to.
Yes, I did.
Yes. It's okay. It's 6 out of 10. It's fine.
Yeah, and the thing is, even as someone who loves Mask of the Phantasm, I get why you're not that hot on it.
Yeah.
Because, like,
it's fine.
You mentioned one of the issues you had was that you just don't find Bruce Wayne's love life terribly interesting.
I never have. It's like whenever a Batman story explores that, I'm just like, okay, because it's like it's a number of things. I think it's partially just the types of dynamics that come from that are just not something that appeals to me. I don't think it says anything particularly introspective about Bruce that can't and hasn't been explored by other means.
Right.
And it's not going to work out. Like, this isn't even like a Spider-Man thing where, like, maybe it can work out, but no, it's not going to work out. Like, it's not. And yes, I get that's the point, but it doesn't mean I find it terribly compelling to look at.
Yeah. And I get that. I totally do.
Yeah. And then also, I don't like the weird stop and go pacing of this movie because it's just constant flashbacks. Um, this movie is just like present event interspersed with flashback and then back to present, and like long flashbacks too. You know, and I don't like narratives that are structured that way where they have to keep stopping for flashbacks. I can see why it was done here, but I don't like that. It just takes me out of the journey, out of the momentum, you know.
That's fair. I like the way that it was done, mostly just because it does a really good job of showcasing how like the past and present contextualize each other, and how things manage to like progress from one point in time to the other over time. And just it showcases like the struggle that Bruce is going through now that Andrea's back in his life, and he has no idea how to handle that.
Sure.
Because like he thought she was gone forever, and now she's back, and it's like, shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So I get why people would like that. I'm just not a big fan of stories that are structured that way, especially in movies.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like you can kind of get away with that more in a TV show, but in a movie, it's just, you know, yeah. And then I was mixed on the inclusion of the Joker, because he's the most entertaining part of the movie, but it also feels like a story that didn't need him there.
Yeah, I don't want to say that.
But if he wasn't there wouldn't be a lot of traditional Batmaning to do. So.
Yeah, the interesting thing about the Joker in that movie is that I don't want to call him an afterthought, because he isn't, but his inclusion does feel... It feels like it kind of comes out of nowhere about halfway in. I will admit that. Yeah. Like, that's probably the biggest... Yeah. That's probably the biggest flaw I can pinpoint with Mask of the Phantasm, is that Joker's inclusion just kind of happens halfway in.
Yeah, he showed up and I was like, there's Joker in the movie now.
Yeah, and...
Hi, where have you been the past 45 minutes?
Now, admittedly, it is pretty clever how they weave Joker into the history with Andrea and her father. I do actually find that pretty interesting. I do actually like that. But at the same time, it runs into one of those issues that... So, the Dragon Ball VTuber, Totally Not Mark, recently did a series of videos going over the live-action Batman movies.
Oh, he's a VTuber now?
I meant YouTuber.
Okay. Oh, I can still like him. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, no, he's fine.
Unlike Takahata, who I am not allowed to like anymore.
Oh, you funny. You got jokes. You got jokes, do you?
You remind me of my arch nemesis, the Jokester.
That's right, fuck boy.
We're into weird sex things.
Yeah, weird sex things.
Anyway.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. He did this series of videos on, like, the live-action Batman movies, and he mentioned one of his biggest issues of Tim Burton's original Batman movie is that it definitively explained too much of Joker's backstory, and it kind of took a lot of the mystique out of the character. And I kind of feel like Mask of the Phantasm runs into that problem a little bit. Like, it kind of skirts along the edge of that problem.
Yeah.
Because it gives too much of a definitive look into his past. Because, like, there's no way to reconcile the fact that he was previously a gangster at this point. So...
Yeah.
There's no way to reconcile that. As being, like, you know, a multiple choice flashback or whatever. Like, he definitively worked with Sal Valestra in the past.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Not
a big fan of that.
Yeah, and again, that's, like, if I had to pinpoint an issue, it's those two things. But, like, I actually really like the movie otherwise.
I also just thought the ending, it just kind of ends.
So, you know? that is an interesting thing, because there was a novelization of the movie that was released around the same time. Yeah. And the novelization actually does have an extra chapter at the end explaining how Bruce Wayne, how Batman specifically, clears his name in terms of like being a criminal and having
Sure.
and being a suspect in terms of all of these murders.
Sure.
It's just, I will admit, it is a little weird that the movie doesn't touch upon that, but at the same time, most of the film was kind of over at that point. Like, the main conflict had been resolved, and
I guess, but it was resolved in a very like slippery way, where it's like she just leaves.
Admittedly, but a lot of that is just down to the fact that they both realized we can never be together and this is never going to work out, and we cannot be in each other's lives, or else it is just going to cause more problems for both of us.
Sure, although that's a very silent understanding, which some might find poetic, but I just find lacks catharsis. Not that I was terribly invested in the first place, so I guess you can't win with me. Well played.
Hey, like, it didn't work for you, and I understand why. I get it.
Yeah.
But what didn't work for you ended up working for me, and that's cool.
Yes.
That happens sometimes. Like, that's the interesting thing about fiction and like writing, is that there's no hard and fast rules about what's good or bad. It's a lot of it is just down to, okay, there are a few hard and fast rules, but like, a lot of it is just down to personal taste going between, like, whoever's actually consuming the fiction.
Sure. And
Mask of the Phantasm appeals to me a lot in terms of how it handles its story and characters, and not so much for you. And that's
6 out of 10.
I'd give it an 8.
And I'm giving this a 6 out of 10. Bye.
Cool. Have you done anything else?
Yeah. What, you think I watched 2 movies in an entire week and a half, Kevin?
I know, right?
You think I'm just pissing my life away that way? What do you think I am, you?
Ow.
I didn't know you could feel pain in your soul.
Bro!
Anyway. Yeah, I've been doing other fucking shit. I mentioned this to you. I don't think I mentioned it on the show. That I've been playing through Ty the Tasmanian Tiger HD.
Yeah, you've made a couple of offhand tweets, and you mentioned it very briefly to me, but, like, didn't really talk about it.
Yeah. I'm playing Ty the Tasmanian Tiger HD. It was on sale. I bought it. You know how I am. I like my 6th gen platformers.
Yes, I do too. I do too.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty good. It has that sort of Jack and Daxter like structure, with the open levels where you fulfill objectives and get all the things.
We call that a collectathon.
I feel like there's a slight distinction between Banjo-Kazooie and Jack and Daxter. This is like more
that's
on
fair.
the
Yeah.
This is more on the Jack and Daxter Super Mario 64 sort of side of things.
Yeah.
Though not quite as in depth as those. But it controls well, and it's so very Australian. I'm learning so many words I didn't know existed. Struth. Gross. You ripper. It's great.
I'm learning so much culture.
I'm learning so much 20-year-old Australian slang.
This will absolutely come in handy.
Struth.
Struth.
I feel like that was a correct usage of the word struth.
That was a correct usage of the word, yes.
Oh, blimey. I can feel myself becoming more Australian the longer I play this.
Oh, no.
I appreciate the fact, this is just funny to me, but I appreciate the fact that the marketing for this game was like, watch out, Crash and Mario, there's a new bad boy in town. Sonic, never heard of him. You know, that you ever see that infamous magazine ad where like Sonic, Mario, and Crash are in like the hospital, and Ty's just like, yeah, see you later, losers.
Yeah.
And then you play the game, and Ty is nothing like that at all. He's just like a very humble, you know, hometown hero kind of guy, you know. Where it's like the top. No, I can't do an I want to preface this. I cannot do an Australian accent to save my life. Toy, the wildfires are spreading. We gotta save the animals. Chew Ripper, right on it, mate. It's like, you know, it's like he's just like a very humble, nice guy. And so I find it funny that the marketing tried to portray him as like a bad boy,
God,
like a fucking Shadow the Hedgehog.
God, that reminds me of like the fucking advertisement for like Rayman 2 Revolution, where it's like it's Rayman at a urinal, and like the joke is supposed to be that Rayman has a fucking huge dick. And he's like looking back at the camera and being like, "Oh yeah, you know what's up, baby."
When you think huge dicks, you think Rayman.
Whereas in the actual game, he's just like, "You get Bluska, Jubilate, hey, Rayman!"
Yeah, I'm aware. I've played a few Raymans in my life.
He's just like this really, like, happy, fun dude.
That is very...
Meanwhile, the commercials are just like, "Oh yeah, baby."
He's gonna fucking piss in your cereal.
I'm gonna fuck your wife.
Marketing is hard. Marketing is interesting. Marketing is fun.
It's you know, I don't have any limbs. That means I'm extra flexible.
I mean, in honor of episode 69, let's just take a moment to imagine all the things Rayman could do to you.
And your wife. Especially your wife. Yeah.
Wait a minute, I don't have a wife.
Oh.
Then who's fucking Rayman?
Your mom!
You know who else is fucking Rayman? My mom!
I actually did see a compilation video where it's like all the My Mom jokes in a regular show, but the My Mom is synced between all of them. It's like all of them playing at the same time and
Oh, that is art right there.
It's the same idea, but behind like the first 100 Scott the Woz episodes, and they're all synced up to Hey Y'all, Scott here. So I have a question. Is it Hey Y'all or Hey All?
That's a question for Scott. I'm not qualified to answer that.
True. It's Hey All, by the way.
Sure, just dictate canon to us. It's fine.
It's what the captions say!
Does he do his own captions or like auto captions?
No, I think he does. I think he has someone do it for him.
Scott the Woz owns slaves? Based?
No! God. Unless this is Shield Hero, in which case, yes, based.
I'm gonna tell my friends this is Scott the Woz, the animation. Why'd I say friends? I meant, that's not how the meme goes. I think I don't want kids so hard that I just mentally change that sentence. Subconsciously, yeah.
That's fair. That's understandable.
Based?
I don't want kids either.
Self-based. Damn, we're just so fucking based.
So fucking based.
Call us a turkey because we're based as fuck. I hate turkey. Not the country. You're all lovely people. I mean the meat.
I like turkey when it's not dry and grainy. Like, it's got to be cooked very particularly.
Kevin, turkey is always dry and grainy.
You have not had good turkey.
It's an oxymoron, Kevin.
Not if you've only had bad turkey.
You mean all turkey?
No.
This is the rest of the episode now. I'm not letting
No.
It's time. Finally, the Great Turkey Debate 2022. Let's go.
4-hour podcast all about turkeys.
Zeke, is this really how you want to spend episode 69?
You're right. You're right. We can't choke the chicken if the chicken is a turkey.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. The logic. It's airtight.
I'm putting that down as a potential episode title, by the way.
I already wrote this podcast as a psyop to sell you more psyops, but yeah, it's pretty okay. Okay, yeah.
We can't choke the chicken if the chicken is a turkey.
Yeah. Okay. I'll write that down.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We've been struggling to come up with titles lately, and I think our game is on fleek today. I'm just gonna say that.
We're doing pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Hopefully that does not curse us.
No, I don't like being cursed.
Yeah.
Nope.
Especially not
And then-
generational curses.
Yeah. Don't sell us any more generational trauma. Not a fan.
Not a fan. Gonna have to say, not a fan.
Not a fan. The singing Colombian family taught me that was bad. Good movie.
Yes.
Yeah, and then more recently, just in the last like 2 days, I started playing. Because everybody's talking about it, Kevin. It's in the headlines. It's making the rounds.
Is it now?
It's trending on Twitter. Install Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I've been playing that.
Nice. Fucking sweet.
I forgot how much I like Mario Kart.
Mario Kart's just fun.
It's just yeah, that sentence. It's fun. And man, there's already so many tracks in this game, and they're doubling the number of tracks. It's insane.
There's gonna be 96 tracks by the end of 2023.
Yeah, and 95 good ones.
What's the bad one?
Fucking Yoshi's Circuit. I hate Yoshi's Circuit so much.
Okay.
Is this it? We're gonna have a debate on Yoshi's Circuit?
Nope. I have no strong opinions one way or the other on Yoshi's Circuit.
Maybe I made the mistake of doing Yoshi's Circuit at 200C first.
Yeah, 200 cc's is... Yeah.
I've scaled down to 150, trying to get all the golds in that.
Yeah. 200 cc's is like, hey kids, you want to play F-Zero but also Mario at the same time?
I've noticed there's 2 F-Zero tracks in this game.
There are. There are actually a number of tracks based on other games. There's a Hyrule track. I believe there's a Splatoon track in there.
The Hyrule track is fun because they change all the coins to rupees.
Yeah, I love the Hyrule track. That's a lot of fun.
And you can tell they were really proud of that because that stage in particular has rupees everywhere.
It does. And they make the rupee noises too.
Yep. Yep. And even the counter in the corner is rupees.
Yep.
It's very cute.
It is amazing how much it is amazing how much passion went into Mario Kart 8.
Yeah. Also, can we talk about how this game is optimized to shit?
Dude, this runs at like a locked 1080p 60. It's amazing.
It does, and it looks good.
It looks great.
It's I don't know if it like lags in split screen or whatever, but like just single player, like it runs perfectly.
I believe in 2-player split screen, it runs at 60 FPS, but 3 to 4 players, it runs at 30.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And the loading times are pretty quick. The races load in like less than 10 seconds. It's great.
Yep. Like, Nintendo really did a good job at optimizing the game.
Yeah. It's no wonder it's I believe, the best-selling Switch game.
Yes, it is. It is number 1.
Woo! Yeah, it's fun. I'm having fun. Yeah, I can't wait for more new tracks. Man, there's gonna be so many fucking tracks. I can't stop saying that. There's gonna be almost 100 tracks. It's ridiculous.
It is. God, we're getting to like it's getting to like fucking Smash Ultimate levels of so much fucking content.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, I'm just I don't know.
look, I can't say anything in depth or analytical about Mario Kart. It's just fun. The only Mario Kart I ever put any substantial time into was Mario Kart Wii, and this is bringing back some feels.
I find it fascinating. By the way, how Nintendo released Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and they just released it as like, you know, it's Mario Kart 8, but all the DLC from the original release is included, and also a couple of new things. And I think they were intending it to just be like a quick one and done deal, so that they could just, you know, move on to something else, like make Mario Kart 9 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, make some quick money at the beginning of the Switch's lifespan in between, like, major original releases.
Sure.
But then the game just never stopped selling.
Yeah.
Like, it just kept moving numbers, like, month after month. And I think after about a year and a half, Nintendo realized, shit, we can't just wait for the sales to die down because they never will.
Part of that is because it was a bundle, so there's that.
There is a bundle, yes. The consistent Black Friday bundle that they've been selling for 4 years.
That helps.
It's a good bundle.
Yeah, but even beyond that, like, it makes sense because like Mario Kart is pretty intuitive. You know, everybody can play it, even if it's
Mario Kart's very pick up and play.
Yeah, very. Literally only uses this, like, one stick and 4 buttons.
Yep,
that's it. No, 1 stick and 3 buttons. Actually, now I think about it. Unless you want to pause.
Yeah,
sure.
But
fine. Fine semantics, people. You got me. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. It's simple. It's pick up and play. It's very appealing for children. You know, very. It's probably one of the easiest to understand. You know, like, multiplayer experiences. You know, it's very. You know, if you got multiple children for some reason, you know, it's like, you know, like, it makes sense. It's, you know, it's an easy thing. It's a fun thing.
Yep.
Everybody understand. Everybody, you know, Smash Brothers. It's fun, but it's a little complicated. You know,
a little bit, yeah.
Little complex. You know, I don't like to play Smash with people because, like, it's been months. I'm like, no, I don't know anything anymore. I've forgotten everything. I don't know the moves. You know. But with Mario Kart, like, I can play Mario Kart anytime. You know.
Yep.
So that makes sense. It's very accessible. It's family oriented ish. You know. It's look. No one's gonna say look. If somebody says no to Mario Kart, they're not your friend anymore. Like, it's just that simple.
Hey, you want to play Mario Kart? No, not really. Get out.
It's like, I feel like this is a music sucks said nobody ever moment.
Yeah, it like, really is.
No, like, nobody's gonna say no to Mario Kart.
Look, if you hate Mario Kart, you hate fun.
Yeah. We don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. This could be us, but you playing. Actually, you not playing. That's the problem.
The problem is specifically that you are not playing.
Yep. We would like to play. Such a great tagline.
It's so good, God.
Mm-hmm.
But then the Wii U came along and ruined the name.
Wii U. Wii U. Play?
Nut.
It doesn't work.
But, think about it.
It doesn't work. It's not as good. It's not the same. Remember when they made the Wii smaller and also black and red?
And also took out the GameCube functionality?
I didn't know that part, actually.
Yeah, they did.
Damn it! Why'd they gotta gimp the red and black Wii?
I know, right? It is almost the perfect Wii, but then you have to ruin it.
We can't have what we want in life, Kevin.
We can't have what we want. Look, you walked into it.
We walked into it. Okay. This segment's over.
Okay.
Stay tuned for more bakagaijinshow. Oh, hi, welcome back.
Hello.
You're looking nice today.
Yes.
Did you do something with your hair?
No. It's just kind of like this.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the viewer.
Hey, viewer, did you do something with your hair?
There you go. You're getting it. You're getting it. You're learning. Okay, so in the honor of the sexiest episode of the Baka Gaijin show, so far anyway. I mean, we're on an upward trajectory, honestly.
As far as we have so had.
Exactly. Our voices are only getting more sensual and smooth. So
Yes.
yes.
It just gets better with age.
To a point. At a certain point, it's going to be. Now, unless we have let's say age like Sean Connery or something.
Yes.
Which would be nice, but So anyway, in honor of the sexiest episode of the Baka Gaijin show, we're gonna talk openly, without structure, because structure's for pussies, about all things, whatever comes to mind about character design, fetishes, ecchi, that sort of nonsense.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into that. It's gonna be really awkward and uncomfortable. Probably. Maybe? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
As we go along.
So I just want I want to talk about, what we find appealing and not so appealing in terms of like character design and attractiveness, things like that.
Yeah.
I'll start.
Please do.
Anime that do that weird paperclip nose thing, don't do that.
Paperclip nose thing?
Yes, how do you not know about the paperclip nose thing?
You're gonna have to explain it to me like I'm stupid.
Kevin, your lack of research, as always, is a source of great hilarity, but also great frustration.
Look, this is the first thing I've ever heard you talk about, like a paperclip nose. Oh, wait.
It is absolutely not the first time you've heard me talk about the paperclip nose.
Is it one of those things where it's like a fucking Doraemon-esque, like, round...
No, not that.
Okay.
No, but like fucking... while we're on the subject of Doraemon, I wouldn't fuck any of them.
Good point.
For multiple reasons. But... chief among them... I'm trying to find a good picture. There's one show in particular. That is a warped image. I'm not sending you that one.
Okay. I'll put it in the video for like a visual reference.
No, you will not put it in the video. I'm not subjecting anyone to this.
Okay.
Look, I'm sorry. Google Images is not being very cooperative with me right now.
Okay, fair.
And look. Okay, I like this show. At least I think I do.
Okay.
It's been like 10 years. Nah, it's like 8 years. But, so like, I'm gonna DM you, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I got it open.
Yeah. But like, this is like the premier example in my mind that always comes to mind of the paperclip noses. Weak.
Oh, okay. I see what you're. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that like just weird little like ovular half circle. Yeah.
Not a fan. Definitively not a fan. And there was a while where like that was like all the rage was the paperclip nose.
You know what? I think I will put this in the video, but instead I'll just like blank out all the characters' noses with like a censor bar.
No, you could. Okay, no, you could put this one. It's just there was another version of the poster I was looking at where somebody like stretched it weirdly.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like,
yeah.
no, don't. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, it was like it was a weird. Everything was too wide. It was too wide. Okay, and that was a problem for me personally. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of like the paperclip nose. That's the if you ask, what do you find unattractive in character design? It's the paperclip nose. And the funny thing is, like, these are good character designs otherwise.
They
but
are.
Like,
yeah.
You gotta look past the paperclip nose. You gotta, I shouldn't have to do that work though.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't have to look. I shouldn't have to look past the paperclip nose, but I do. This is the future liberals want.
Yeah, I don't see this terribly often though.
It was popular for a while. I think it's died down. We took it out behind the shed, took it out with a 12 gauge. It's all good.
Yeah, look, like, the two ideal kind of, like, if you're going to draw a nose on a character, either do it, like, just a simple line for, like, the ridge with, like, a little bit of, like, an indentation for, like, a nostril or whatever, or just make a little dot.
Yeah, dot.
Yeah, like minimize
tiny dot.
Minimize the nose as much as possible in the front and like 3/4 shots as much as you can, because like I feel like that's the most appealing way of doing noses, especially like in anime. I think the only anime I've seen that has like I think the only art styles I've seen that have like super prominent noses that actually work are like Akira Toriyama, Fist of the North Star, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and that's only because they, by design, have these more, especially in terms of like later Dragon Ball Z, they by design have this more angular, detailed, more musculature look to the characters. So it kind of makes sense that they have more detail in the face, including the nose. But like, if you're trying to make like a genuinely like traditionally attractive character, I feel like minimizing the nose is actually a really good. I feel like minimizing the nose is kind of necessary. Just to create something that looks appealing.
Yeah. To be fair, it's only like the front-on shots that are kind of like this in We Cross. Like when they turn to the side, it's a bit more standard.
Yeah.
But
Well,
like,
I mean, it's easy to do it correctly if you're in like a profile shot.
Yeah.
It's easier to do it in profile, but if you're doing it straight on or at 3/4, it should ideally be minimized, because that's not what you want to focus on.
This is probably not what people expected when I said we're gonna talk about what's attractive in character design and fetishes, and we start off with a 10-minute rant about noses. But that's the bakagaijinshow experience.
Another thing in character design I'm not really a huge fan of, and you've brought this up before, is now I like older anime. And you know that I grew up in the mid-2000s watching, anime.
Sure.
But I'm not a particularly big fan of early 2000s antenna hair.
Are you talking about the vents?
Yeah, like the vents, like that.
Yeah.
It just looks weird. Like, it's an exaggerated way of going about giving the characters, like, prominent bangs, but it just doesn't really look good.
Yeah. I think there are definitely designs that have incorporated this that I like, but by and large, as a trend, I have to agree. I think it's not great.
Yeah.
But it was also so omnipresent that, like, okay, never mind that. Okay, never mind. She's safe. Never mind. She's safe. Okay. So we don't. I'm not telling you, but we don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, the vents. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the hair vents, but there's definitely probably some characters that I like that have that, just because it was so omnipresent for a while.
Yeah. There are a couple of characters that I will say, like, a couple of them make it work, but that's because either they de-emphasize it, or like the hair is done in such a way where it feels more natural as like a flowing hairstyle, rather than just like it looks like they're keeping their hair up with like fucking steel girders and shit.
Yeah.
Jeez. It tends to look very unappealing, and it doesn't really flow terribly well as, like, you know, believable hair.
Yeah.
Now, it's not to say that, you know, unrealistic, unbelievable, you know, hairstyles can't be appealing. Look at Yu-Gi-Oh! But,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this should not come as a surprise to anyone that I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, obviously, like, it's gone on so long and so many characters, it's kind of a mixed bag, but, like, when it's done right, which it often is, it's really nice, you know. You know, my favorite fucking character design, it's in the top 10 probably, is Yuya Sakaki.
Yu-Yu's got such a great fucking design.
He's got a fucking tomato for a head, and it's great.
Like,
someone was like, we need to design our next protagonist, what do we do? And someone had a tomato on the table, and they're like, I know exactly what to do here. And they made the best fucking thing ever.
He's cute. He's adorable.
He's hot. He's slender.
He's
a guy with a choker, which, I mean, like, choker's gender neutral, honestly. Like, guys, girls, reasonably attractive hamsters. The choker, always a good choice.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like Yuya is one of those character designs that is just like the epitome of hot twink.
I gotta think about that for a second. I've never heard anyone call him a twink before in my life. I gotta recontextualize everything I know. Hold on. Yeah, my system's rebooting.
He's not,
hold on.
I wouldn't say he has like a feminine quality to him. He doesn't, but it's very boyish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is what you want. Which out of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Is what you want.
Yeah.
It's what you want. Yeah. Granted, Yuma went in more the other direction of being like very boyish in like that Goku spiky way.
Yeah, like more of like a mature, older teenager kind of look. Yeah.
I said Yuma. Yuma's from Zexal, Kevin.
Oh, right. Sorry. Okay, yeah. He looks like he's 12.
Yeah. Well, he's got See, I like that. I like Yuma's design a lot, but like not in the way we're talking about in this episode.
No.
I can't imagine, like, if I poke my eye out, Kevin. I'm like, look.
Yuma looks like someone who was like, yeah, Mom, I know how to do my hair.
I mean, he does. He categorically, you cannot deny he has done something. I mean, that's natural, to be fair.
Yeah.
But it's all natural. I poke my eye out.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about that with you, yeah.
Yeah, with you just want to, like, ruffle his hair a little bit.
Yeah. You were talking about Yusaku, I imagine. Probably.
Yeah, my mind went to Yusaku for a second, yeah.
He's nice. The tragedy of Reigns, Kevin. Welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast, by the way.
Yeah.
The tragedy of Reigns is that because they have the dual avatars, you don't get as much IRL Yusaku as I would like, and I like his IRL design a lot more than the Playmaker design.
Yeah.
It's mostly the colors. The Playmaker design is fine, but like that. Look, blue and pink, great combination. Especially like the deep blue and the hot pink they have going on.
Someone looked at a Trix yogurt cup and said, "I got it."
Yeah, that's what they. Yep. Same exact scenario. In the office, we need to design our next protagonist. What do? Somebody opens up a Trix yogurt cup. I know exactly what to do.
Why is it the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Protagonist designs are based around food? What the fuck?
I don't know. Kazuki Takahashi, 1996. He dropped some French fries in a pool of oil and thought, yes, that. but yeah, anyway, the tragedy is that I like RRL Yusaku's design. Playmaker I'm more mixed on, just because it's more swept back. And that weird combination of orange, blonde, and pink is strange.
I mean,
it's bold. It's risky. You know, it's a risky play. Not sure it paid off. I think
fine.
The problem is It's fine. The problem is they made the design you see less more appealing. And that's just a fucking tease, honestly.
Yeah. That is a major issue, I will say.
You know what? Actually, Brains is a great conversation piece because we had that conversation
regarding
while
like
ago.
the female protagonists, like the second,
Yeah.
yeah,
Aoi Zaizen. We talked about Aoi Zaizen and her, because she has multiple different designs over the course of the series. She had Blue Angel, which was fine, but like it was kind of weird, and it was intentionally weird because it looked like a little girl, but like she's like 16 or whatever. But like she had like a emotional stuntedness to her, so it kind of worked for on a character level.
Yeah.
But then they pumped it up to Blue Girl with that like that more sleeker tomboy look, and it looks great. It looks great. Shortest run in the show, lasted like 15 and 20 episodes or something, and then they go to Blue Maiden, and Blue Maiden is just such a downgrade.
Yeah. I fucking love the Blue Girl design. It's just so goddamn cool looking.
I feel like
she's got she's got her hair like kind of like swept back and tied up, and she's got like that one bang going off to the side.
Yeah.
And she's got like these short shorts. She's got Zettai Ryuiki going on. She's got ZR.
Finally, we mentioned ZR, and we're gonna mention ZR 50 billion times in every episode.
And it looks good. But then they move on to the next one, the Blue Maiden, and like her legs are completely covered, and she's got like this long flowing hair. She looks like, oh my god, fuck.
The wavy.
She looks. You know what she looks like in Blue Maiden?
Yeah.
She looks like a goddamn Pretty Cure character. And here's the thing. I like Pretty Cure designs. I like Pretty Cure character designs, but if you're going from this really cool-looking, tomboyish, cyberpunk look with like these short shorts and like the swept back hair, and then you go to that, it doesn't even feel like the same character.
Yeah, you know what? That is it. Blue Maiden downgrade.
It really.
I've said it since it aired. Oh, God, it's downgrade.
Now, here's the thing: if that was her in like. If the trajectory was her, like, blossoming into, like, womanhood and, like, slowly becoming, like, more traditionally feminine, like, that makes more sense. That would make sense with this. But the problem is...
it's not really like that. It's more like a trajectory into just general maturity.
Yeah, the problem here is that you have, like, the generalized, like, you know, kitty,
which brings me to the pet peeve I keep getting downvoted on Reddit for, which is that I really fucking hate the notion that long hair equals more adult or mature.
Yes, I
really hate that. Yeah. Every time I fucking see a goddamn Himiko edit with long hair or art or something, and somebody makes these fucking comments, it just drives me fuck. Let girls have short hair, please. On a related note, I feel like you might have noticed this about me, Kevin. When it comes to girls, is that like I like short hair or I like really long hair?
Yes, I've noticed.
There's like no in between.
There is no in between.
No, it's either classic short hair like Himiko, or any of the fucking characters I designed.
Like I'm immediately, and this is just because it's again recency bias, considering I saw it recently. Shauna immediately comes to mind because her hair covers her entire backside all the way down to like her knees.
Yes, there's two characters I think of when I think of that. I think of Shauna and I think of Rin Natsume.
Yeah. Oh, Rin. Mwah, beautiful character design, by the way.
Yes. Rin's hair is so long.
Another thing I really love in character design. Platinum blonde hair.
Yes.
I
love it. It's great. It's fantastic. In the words of Jimmy Buffett, I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
Like, platinum blonde is just such an abnormal hair color, but it has kind of this exotic feel to it.
I was telling you, I don't want to out myself, but I was telling you about in middle school, the one girl that actually interested me, and I'm just letting everyone know she had short platinum blonde hair. So,
Yep.
There you go. We're proving our own points.
Yep.
It stands out in a crowd of fucking boring ass monkeys.
It does. It looks cool.
Yeah.
Like, flat out, it is just an interesting, striking hair color.
You look like a main character, and that's appealing.
Yeah. So another thing.
Yeah, that's what you know. What that's what everyone should strive for. Be the main character of your own life, please.
Another similar thing that I like, and this is something that I don't see enough of, is I like it when a character has like tanned or dark skin, but it's contrasted by a brighter hair color.
Yeah, I like that. Like Kat from Gravity Rush.
Yeah, Kat's a really good example. Chloe von Einsburn from the Prisma Ilia series is another really good example. I love her design.
Yeah, I had a character like that in Million to One. Her name was Dufois. Very heavily inspired by Kat. So yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
The contrast. You know, it's like the exact inverse of like pale skin and black hair, which I also like a lot. But like when you like invert it, it's also good.
Yeah, and
it's also good.
And the thing with Kuro as a character design is that every element of her character design is designed to like contrast against itself, because she has like really dark, because she has like the dark skin, but she has like the pink hair and also like these really striking gold eyes.
Yes.
And like
I think
that just works really nicely together as like a complete design.
I have a thing about gold eyes, which consistently is that like, and there's not too many examples, I guess, because a lot of my story ideas don't get realized. But I always give golden eyes to like the most. Sometimes it's the most intelligent, but other times it's the most enigmatic character.
Yeah, because like the golden eyes just have this allure to them that draws you into them.
Yeah.
And I feel like that really works for characters who are supposed to have this kind of abnormal mystique about them compared to other characters in the series.
Yeah.
Like, again, bringing up Chloe as an example, she is a very unique character between, like, all the other cast members, because she's got this, like, wise beyond her years sense about her. She feels a lot older than she actually is.
Sure.
And I think that works really well for her in terms of, like, her character's personality, because she has this, like, weird maturity. And yeah, that. I don't know why I said "and."
I am just so Google's giving me all the Rin Natsume gifts, and I'm just so distracted.
That's totally fair. To be fair, she's adorable. She is
also
pretty as fuck.
I know we did a whole episode about this, but like, I really love how JC staff translated the Little Busters designs. It doesn't look exactly like the game, but it doesn't need to, because it looks so great on its own.
It does. Like, it's a really good translation of the design philosophies of Naga's art style without being like a one-to-one copy.
Yeah, it's yeah. Man, that anime, it's good.
It is.
Yep. Anyway. I'm I'm sorry. It's just so many gifts. I'm trying to do a show here. God damn it. Anyway, what were we talking about? What were you talking about?
I was just mentioning how like I really like the contrast. Gold eyes as well as like contrast. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of eyes, and also ki, I guess. I really like. There's so many different ways to do eyes.
There are, yeah.
But I think I definitely have a great fondness for that thing. Both the general ki. Other people do this, but Ki is famous for it because both Itaru and Naga do this, where they have those eyes that are kind of like. What's the word I'm looking for? You fall into them. Like they're very They're like portals. Like these. I don't know how to word it.
They're these very like complex, multi-layered eyes that have this like
sheen and
like a
spiral, but not quite.
It's like there's a swirl in how they're designed.
Yeah.
I know what you're getting at. Yeah.
It's very good.
That's actually one of the things that drew me into Clannad when I first watched it, was just like the way that the eyes were designed for the characters.
I think part of it is the fact that there is a pupil, but it's kind of obscured. It's like the same color, and it's only visible through the detailing. It's not like there's no explicit line that's like, this is the pupil zone. You know,
something that really works well for that design is when the characters have to express like an extreme emotion.
Yes,
like the eyes actually like the eyes visibly shrink.
Yeah,
and it looks and like it works because it looks unnatural whenever the characters are scared or going through like some major emotional turmoil. It works really well for selling that emotion, having like the eye size kind of change so dramatically.
Yeah, I'm also a big fan of the any dramatic change to eyes kind of sells that. You can have them shrink, you can have them widen, you can have them have that glazed over effect that I love so much.
Yes. Oh god, the glazed over effect is so good. Fuck.
Yeah, I just steal that. I just write that sometimes. I'm just like, their eyes glazed over. Is that a real thing that happens? No, I'm stealing it.
No, but it's effective at getting across what the character is, what their emotional state is, and I really do like that element of when they say eyes are the window into the soul, and what I like about anime and a lot of animation coming from Japan is that a lot of them utilize the eyes and how they're drawn as a way to express really complex emotion in a simple and straightforward way.
Yeah.
And that's one of the best elements of like really good eye design, is when it can really masterfully showcase different emotions and like different intensity of emotion just by like the way that the eye changes shape or size.
Yeah,
like that's really good eye design in my opinion.
I really like that. I really like that trademark thing Hideyuki Take does that I don't think anyone else does. When characters are fucking pissed or like they kind of snap, like the irises just turn white.
Yes. Or when a character is like kind of acting crazy or slightly unhinged, or they're having like this or they're trying, or my mind immediately goes to Nagatoro here.
that too.
Because Nagatoro does that, but it's mostly just because she is it's supposed to be showcased that she's like this kind of wild and crazy character.
You know what? I have a hot take, Kevin.
Okay.
There's something I don't like about Nagatoro.
Oh.
To be honest.
Oh.
I don't like that they gave her blue. The blue doesn't work. I don't think it works.
You know what? That's fair, because Nagatoro does have different. Nagatoro looks best when like the blue is de-emphasized on her character design.
I don't think tanned skin and blue go together, especially dark blue go together very well.
Like you're talking about her like her
skirt.
Yeah, I will admit, I'm not huge on the Seifuku design for Nagatoro.
Yeah.
Another problem is just her Seifuku is like, it's just like a shirt and a skirt. It's really plain.
It's very basic.
Nagatoro looks best when she is in other outfits, like a casual outfit, or like the Neko Toro design, where she's got like the big cat paws or whatever. That actually looks really good on her.
On a similar note to my war against the color blue for whatever reason, whoever decided to put Shauna in a blue uniform for that prequel OVA should be fired.
It didn't look good. It really didn't.
No.
Like, why didn't you just keep the regular like?
Because in the prequel OVA that you didn't watch because it's boring and awful.
Oh, okay.
She's like impersonating a torch that recently faded away.
Ah,
So
okay.
she's in a different town with some other town's uniform. So yeah, and that uniform is not flattering on her at all.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah, whoever decided to put her in blue, you should not be employed.
Yeah. Don't quit your day job.
Actually, no, do quit your day job. You shouldn't have it. I mean, to be fair, to be entirely fair, this was 12 years ago.
It was.
They
It was a long ass time
probably
ago.
don't work. Whoever was in charge of this decision probably does not work there anymore.
Probably not, and they've probably moved on to other things.
Yeah, probably ruining other things with unnecessary blue.
Jeez.
Color clashing is the bane of character design in a lot of ways. Is like colors that just don't mesh. You know.
Yeah. I agree.
I can't think of any other examples off the top of my head. Maybe you can.
No, but I did think of another thing that I think I really like in character designs that I think should be done more often.
Mm-hmm.
Give boys midriffs more often, please.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. I guess it depends for me.
Like
I think the setting plays a lot into that. Like, there's a lot of midriff in there's a lot of male midriff in Magi, for example. But it's the desert, so like yeah.
But like, don't be
Yeah.
don't be afraid to like give male characters like more of like a crop top kind of
Yeah.
shirt design so that it shows off like, their midsection more. I like that.
Yeah, I like Odd Delarobia's like long sleeve crop top on top of a shirt.
Yes.
Whatever the fuck they were thinking of that. That was great. That's great.
It is.
He's got like a magenta shirt under like a cropped purple shirt with long sleeves. It's something.
Like a design I'm kind of thinking of like is kind of like a long vest. Like you're wearing a vest, but it goes all the way down. But like the shirt itself underneath, like the undershirt, shows off the midriff. Like I think that would look really good.
Yeah.
Because like it frames it. Because like it frames it well.
This is just it might just be me, but like I like when the top half of a character design has a sort of equilibrium with the bottom half, and usually by extending clothing. I'm constantly telling artists I commission this to just extend the like those I don't want to reveal it, but like the illustrations I had done recently, you know of.
Yeah.
I had to keep telling them extend the hoodie and the jacket because they were just too short, and one of them extended down, and like I think it creates a much more balanced character design.
I agree.
Also more slender, which is what I'm aiming for. But yeah. I like that kind of slenderness. Where clothes. Let's talk about clothes for a second, because I like when clothes drape like over the waist.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I'm a big fan of accentuating. What's the word I'm looking for? Appendages. Like I like cuffs. I like when like pant legs are rolled up. You know.
Yes.
I like what's the word? Bracelets are good.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
that.
Put in like more. That's another thing. Like. Maybe this is just because I did this with all of my jeans when I was like in middle school or whatever, but like have characters roll up the ends of their pant legs more often when they're wearing like jeans and long pants because it looks good.
Yeah. Look, like I think having that kind of accentuating when something accentuates to a point, I think it's just a bit more aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
You know, cuffs, collars.
Because like I think what makes that work well for me is that it gives a clear line of division between the leg and the foot, and it helps like the shoe, like whatever they're wearing on their feet, it helps it stand out.
The shoe stand. Yeah, the shoe stands out. Yeah.
Like I really do like that. We're talking about feet. What the fuck?
Okay, to be clear, we were talking about shoes.
Yes.
Very different topics. We were not talking about feet. We're talking about shoes.
True.
It's different. Anyway, and like also just like I really like things that again accentuate appendages. Things like fingerless gloves are good.
Oh god,
You know.
fingerless gloves are underrated.
Yeah. Segmentation is just what I really like. We already talked about chokers and collars,
Yeah, yeah.
which are nice for that purpose. That infamous did I make the tweet about I'm not attracted to a girl unless it looks like I can take her head off and roll it like a bowling ball?
I think you may have made that. Yeah.
It's getting to the point where I can't remember my own tweets. Did I say that or did someone else say that and I just liked it?
I think that might have been you.
That sounds like a Zeke thought.
It sounds like such a Zeke thing.
That sounds like a patented Zeke thought, yeah. It goes without saying. We don't even have to say it. Everyone already knows. It's instinctual. You know, like the human race. It's somehow it's been bred into us. Somehow, or it's a psyop from somewhere. I don't know, but Zetai Ryuiki.
Yes.
It's God's gift to character design.
Look. The closer you get to closing that gap, but not quite, the better it is.
Exactly. Now, like, it comes in all sorts of grades. I think I'm there are some purists out there that only accept like grades A and S. I'm willing to accept a grade B. I think grade B is fine. When you get to grade C and lower, though, it's like that's just socks.
Yeah,
it's just socks
yeah,
at that point.
At the very least, it has to come up above the knee.
Yes.
At the very least.
We are in agreement about this point.
Because otherwise, it's just like long socks. But if you're covering the knee, then you're getting somewhere.
Yeah. I can tell. And ZR, you know, it has that flexibility. You want to do it with a skirt, you want to do it with short shorts, you want to do it with an oversized shirt. You can do it all.
I really like ZR with short shorts, personally.
Me too.
Like
big fan.
No
Huge
lie,
plays.
that's just hot.
Huge plays. Huge plays.
ZR with short shorts is just hot. I'm not even gonna stunt there. Oof.
Yep. I agree.
Make more designs like that, people. Come on.
We're waiting.
Especially with like tomboyish characters.
Yeah. You know what's... It's funny how Rin Natsume does not have ZR. It's funny how that works.
A bit, yeah.
I think, you know what? I'm looking, like, her socks come, like, right up to the knee.
Right,
but I think that's for two reasons, Kevin. Number one, in the medium in which she debuted, the bottom half of the character is not really in focus. That's a fair observation.
Yeah, I think that's yeah.
But the other thing is, having it be long but not too long, like cutting off like right below the knee, gives it that sporty look.
It does.
It gives it like that which is appropriate for a series about baseball. Totally about baseball, nothing else. Just baseball. Just baseball. You're not gonna cry your guts out or anything. No, it's just baseball. What are you talking about? I never cried about baseball. What are you talking about? I don't like baseball. You're crazy. But anyway, yeah, it gives it that like that sporty look. I don't know why I'm obsessed. Okay, I'll tell you exactly why I'm obsessed with Rin Natsume. It's because I googled Rin Natsume and I've just been scrolling for the past 30 minutes. That's exactly why. That's 100% why.
To be fair, she has a very mesmerizing design.
It's true.
I feel like the two best character designs in that game are Rin and Kud.
I feel like the popularity poll would agree with that.
Isn't Kud like the most popular character in the series to the point where she in the game to the point where she got her own spin-off?
Yes. Which kind of annoys me.
Kudvofter.
Look, I like Kud. I like Kud a lot.
Yeah.
The existence of Kudwafter is just weird to me. It's just weird to me. I don't even know what it's about. What could it be about?
I don't know. I haven't played it.
I mean, Kud, obviously.
Well, yeah.
But aside from that, I had a thought earlier, which is that I don't know how plausible this would be, but Oh, that's a good gif. But I just had the thought that maybe Rin's hair is so long because it's literally never been cut. I'm thinking about that. That would make, given their backstory, I think that would make sense. Actually,
That would actually, yeah.
That's a cool detail. I like that.
Yeah. Again, that just plays into your appeal with really, really long hair.
Yeah, that's pretty much the exact same deal with Shauna, where I don't believe she's had a haircut literally ever.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like she has because it just feels like she didn't see the need to cut it.
I feel like nobody saw the need. I don't see the need to cut it. It's perfect as it is. So why? That's a really good question, actually. Does being a flame haze? I know if it stops aging, it stops your hair growth too, wouldn't it? I'd imagine so.
Maybe.
So her hair is in a perpetual state of never needing to be cut.
It's
a good thing they she became a flame haze when she did, because if it was a little bit later, she'd be constantly tripping over herself.
It's just long enough to not be a hindrance.
On the flip side, though, this means that if you do get a haircut, you can't get it back. So, risk versus reward.
Yeah. Don't cut your hair, Shauna.
The pros and cons of being a flame haze. Irreversible haircuts.
See, this is really this is the real point we're trying to make here about Shauna.
Oh, that's so funny. I wish we brought that up in the episode about Shauna. we just discovered the loophole, the irreversible haircuts.
Is that why Yuji had a problem with it?
Maybe that's why the flame haze were so gung ho. They got bad haircuts, so they couldn't undo them. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. See, this is why you need to like, comment, and subscribe. You get the ongoing continuity of in-jokes. And that is 3 strawberries in a bucket for you.
Never stops, never stopping.
Mm-hmm. Pop star! Never stop, never stopping.
What the fuck?
Look, it's a thing.
It is.
Kevin, I have a question, Kevin.
Yes.
Let's talk uniforms.
Yes.
What are the best ones? Because I'll tell you right now, and this is not going to shock you that I'm going to say this, Little Busters is up there.
Little Busters is really high up there. So I watched Lucky Star a lot when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
The winter uniform, yes. The summer uniform, not so much.
Now the winter one is the one I'm thinking of with the long sleeves, right?
Yeah, the winter one has the long sleeves and the pink trim.
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna open another tab so I don't close Rin because I want to go back to Rin.
Yeah, and I really like that character design, particularly on Konata, because that combined with her short stature makes it look a lot baggier, and
yes,
it accentuates her the fact that she's small.
Yeah, I like that aspect of it. The only thing I don't like is that the color choice on her looks weird.
It does. Now, admittedly,
on everyone else it looks fine.
Now, admittedly,
it looks weird.
Admittedly, on the summer uniform, they do change it to a blue trim. And while I'm not a fan of the short sleeves, I do think the blue trim as a color works better on Konata.
Yeah. I can't find a picture of that, but yes.
Because it works better with her her hair, which Konata is another character.
Another great example of someone who's never had a haircut.
Exactly.
And we love her for it. Never mind, we have a third now. It's great.
I think it's canonical in the show that she just doesn't cut her hair.
That would not surprise me at all.
Or at the very least, there have been jokes made in the show about how ridiculously long Konata's hair is.
Yeah.
Much like Shauna, she is another one of those characters where it's she has shower and bath scenes, and her hair just covers her entire body.
No censorship or self-censoring.
It is. It really is.
Fantastic. It's fantastic. This is a new innovation, honestly.
Sir, give female characters more ridiculously long hair.
Also, male characters. I like that.
True.
I didn't design Shiro for nothing.
True. I do really like Shiro's design. It's really cute.
Yeah, the Tifa dolphin split was a very last-minute thing, but I'm so glad I did it.
But like it looks good. It looks good.
I'm looking at this. I found a picture of the summer uniform from Lucky Star. Yeah, it looks great on Konata, and it looks okay. You know what? Actually, I like it. I like it on the twins too. It doesn't look good on what's her face, the fourth friend that no one remembers, and she sucks. No, we don't talk about Miyuki. But yeah, of course it doesn't, because she doesn't belong. So there you go. It makes sense that she doesn't look good in it because she doesn't belong. Look, I'm gonna post this. Look at how she doesn't belong here, Kevin.
Ugh, gotta open my phone again. Fuck.
You should know I'm gonna DM you. We're talking about designs. You know I'm gonna DM you shit.
That is a really good point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, God. Even when you like look at their for fuck's sake. Even when you look at like the hair,
yeah.
Miyuki's like her pink hair just stands out way too much in contrast to like Kagami and Tsukasa having like the soft lavender, and Konata's just like really striking like blue.
Yeah.
I understand what they're trying to do. Like Miyuki's hair color is like on the other end of the spectrum from those two. The problem is...
Well, no, I'll tell you what they were trying to do. There was no consideration given to Miyuki because nobody fucking cares about Miyuki. We're not getting into that. That was... Look...
That's a whole ass thing.
I'm very sorry that our initial nobody gives a shit about Koiki realization and conversation happened off air. We can't replicate that for you. I'm sorry. All you need to know is that Miyuki is completely unnecessary. Even the show doesn't want her around by the end of it, and the Kanata and the twins have a perfect dynamic.
The show literally makes jokes about how Miyuki is just like the fourth wheel of the group.
Kanata and the twins are one day gonna realize, hey, didn't we used to have a fourth friend? And they're not gonna remember.
There are actually jokes in the show about how Miyuki blends into the background.
It's gonna be like the fate of Misawa from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, where he seems important at first, and then he gradually loses importance to the point where in season 2 he joins the villains just because he feels ignored, and then people ignore him, and then in the 3rd season nobody even realizes he's gone. And he just shows up in the other dimension like, I've been gone for a year or whatever. Time flows differently. I've been lost with Professor Einstein or whatever. And everyone's like, oh, cool. Where'd you go? You were gone?
Now, to be fair, he did find a way to counterattack their balls.
It's true. It's true. It's true. He got what he wanted. He got, a fitting end for him fucking off with Professor Weinstein or whatever to understand unified dual theory or whatever the fuck.
Congratulations. You got what you fucking deserved.
This is not the topic, but TV Tropes makes note of the irony of the fact that Daisuke Misawa would have fit in perfectly with the scientific minds of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Unfortunately, he was in the wrong show.
He was about one season too early.
He was still in the gung-ho, hot-blooded shonen era of GX, so unfortunately there was just no room for him.
Unfortunately.
Imagine being born in the wrong show. What a travesty. Anyway, back to character design.
And then there's Miyuki, who was just born wrong.
Yeah, just a mistake, honestly.
Oh god,
I'm never gonna get over the fact I showed you that epic fan art of Konoha and the twins,
And then I took the time to crop Miyuki off.
and it still works perfectly. It's a perfectly fucking understandable. I haven't held up the golden ratio to it, but I'm sure something like that. Like it's perfect.
Like what happened?
You don't need her there. You can crop her out, and it's perfect.
What happened is I saw that image, which, for the record, Miyuki is facing the other fucking direction in that picture.
That's just how irrelevant she is.
Like she didn't even know they were taking a damn picture.
And everyone else is looking photogenic as fuck. And she's just looking the wrong way in the background.
And I noticed, hey, if you crop Miyuki off just right, the composition of the photo not only doesn't change, but it actually works better.
Yeah, it becomes one of those perfect, like, 800 by 600 old school wallpapers.
It does. Oh, God.
I said we weren't going to do this rant, and we ended up doing the rant.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It had to happen.
Yep. It had to happen eventually. It's bound by destiny. Our first thumbnail was Lucky Star.
Oh God, it was.
Yep.
Oh God, that was years ago.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm also noticing, and this is probably just what uniforms look like, but the Lucky Star summer uniform looks a lot like the summer uniform in Shauna, actually.
Oh, God, you're right. It does actually. Huh.
Different color, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably just like a pure coincidence.
Yeah.
But that is an interesting note to make, actually.
Yeah, with the puffed shoulders or whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah.
They both look good though. I
They
mean,
do.
both Shauna ones with the military green overtones look pretty nice.
Yeah, like I never thought that I would like the forest green of the Shauna outfit so much, but like it really is iconic of the series.
Yeah, I don't know anything else that looks like that.
Like I feel like if I saw someone walking around in that uniform in real life, I'd be like, "Sweet Shauna reference."
Well, yeah, because it would be. I don't think you'd wear that for any other reason.
But like I would immediately recognize where it was from.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Speaking of immediately recognizing where things are from, and iconography and uniqueness of uniform, we need to talk about this, Kevin. I feel like we probably talked about this a very long time ago, but since we're on the subject, we need to talk about the... Hold on. We need to talk about the pretty princess uniforms of the
Bitch looked like she just walked out of a damn mansion.
We need to talk about this.
Girl, how much does that cost? $500 a fucking inch? Goddamn.
I can't... Look, I'm so used to it at this point that I'm trying to find a fucking decently resolution. Why are these all so low res? What the fuck? I'm so used to it at this point that, like... The funny thing is, the longer you look at it... We're talking about the female uniform and rewrite, by the way.
Yeah.
The longer you look at it, the more you understand the aspects of it that are supposed to be a uniform. But at first glance, it just looks so frilly and, like, doll-like.
Yeah. It makes them... Oh, but it reminds me of Rosen Maiden.
Sure.
Like the... Rosen Maiden is literally about, like, sentient dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, looking at it here, which also, Zettai Ryuki, very nice.
Yeah. Well, some of them.
But, like, yeah, you look at it and you can see, especially compared to, like, the two front characters,
Yeah.
you can see what they're trying to do with the uniform, what they're trying to accomplish, because when you look at the main character, the blazer actually looks pretty good.
Oh, yeah, the male Kazumatsuru uniform, which you can see on Kotaro and Yoshino and whatnot, looks great. It's like a white silverish coat. It's great.
Yeah.
Which is another thing that's weird about this school for some reason is that there's no parity between the male and female uniforms. They're just like completely different.
Speaking of, in terms of like male school uniforms,
Sure.
I really like designs that have like, if you look at his if you look at like his collar and down his arm, he has these like very thick black outlines.
Yeah, those things.
Yeah, those are really cool looking. I love those on like uniform designs for like men.
Yeah. You know what I also really like in a go on.
Yeah, cause I just like it because like it accentuates the uniform better, and it helps it to stand out more.
Yeah. I want to make one more note about Rewrite before we move on, but to something else I want to mention. But I really like how it is very transparent to me that they came up with the justification of Chihaya being a transfer student who stuck with her old uniform.
Yeah.
Because they knew she wouldn't look good in the Kazamatsuri one.
She totally wouldn't. It would just clash way too much.
I can't articulate why, but I know it wouldn't work with her for some reason. I don't know why. I can't articulate it. I just know it wouldn't work. And they knew it, which is why they made up this excuse, which is a good, fun excuse, but like, yeah, it's weird.
The other uniforms are too feminine.
You make a point.
I think that's what it comes down to, because her seifuku is a bit more neutral, skirt notwithstanding.
Yeah.
Whereas the other ones are just like very flowing, and
yeah, you're right, because Chihaya, she's she's not like full tomboy, but she's definitely more. She's less frilly.
Yeah, she's a bit more boisterous compared to the others.
Yeah.
Compared to the others.
Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah. This is a good point of comparison, actually, because you don't get this effect very often where there's just someone with a different uniform around.
Yeah, this happens every now and then in a couple of other different series that I've seen, but like it doesn't happen terribly often. No.
Yeah. But something I want to bring up is you'll notice she's wearing like a plaid patterned skirt. Something I really like is in Persona 5, the male Shujin uniform has male plaid pants.
It does.
Which is really cool. I really like that.
Yeah, that is a really cool little design quirk of the P5 male uniform.
Yeah. Also, I really appreciate the irony, which is that despite being more of a rule follower, the P4 protagonist wears his uniform incorrectly, but the P5 protagonist wears his uniform correctly when no one else does, because he's like, putting up a cover, putting up a mask, I find that to be an interesting contrast.
So, speaking of give me a second. Hold on. I had a damn it. No, thought, come back. No.
What happened?
Damn it. I had a thought, but then it just kind of flew away. Hate it when that fucking happens.
Well, that's frustrating.
Yeah. It's like I was ready to say something about it, and then my brain's like, nah, you don't need this. It's like, no, I do. Come back.
Yeah.
Shit. You could talk about, like, whatever you want, because...
Yeah. I regret to inform you have killed all momentum. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
You killed the podcast.
Oops.
You killed the pod. Heaven killed the podcast. It finally happened. We've all been waiting for it. We knew it was going to happen.
I'm just trying to remember what the fuck I was saying.
Let's talk about I think I made a Twitter post about this before, but Subaru Natsuki's tracksuit, iconic.
Yes. I love Subaru's tracksuit so much.
I think what I really love about it is that, like, just purely visually, it communicates just how much of a foreigner he is, because just the entire... First of all, it's a tracksuit.
It is.
So there's that.
It is just straight up the most out of place thing you could put in this fucking...
Yeah. First of all, it's a tracksuit that speaks for itself. But also, like, that's not a fantasy type garb. But also, everything about how this tracksuit is designed is meant to create this division between medieval and modernity. Because first of all, it's monochromatic.
Yep.
So that's a very modern sort of sensibility, and the way it's segmented and everything. But also it has orange highlights, and orange is a very like that's not a color you really associate with like medieval clothing.
Yeah,
like
because...
even like fantasy ass anime medieval clothing, you don't really get the color orange all that much.
Yeah, like the thing with a lot of medieval clothing, especially like anime fantasy or whatever, is that they tend to favor either more muted colors or more primaries. And orange is just such a mixed color that it just stands out so strikingly against everything else in the setting, especially when you compare it to like the characters that Subaru most often, hangs around. Emilia with having that like white lavender color scheme, Rem being like all blue, what's her fucking name? Beatrice being like this kind of like Lolita character with like this like pink frilly.
Yeah, she's got like a red petticoat and like pink and red stockings.
Yeah. So like Subaru just stands out so dramatically compared to everybody else in the setting, and it just emphasizes his fish out of water.
Yeah, I think like the main
Nature
the big the color does a lot to help stand out, because when you think about the other guy who showed up in a fantasy world with a tracksuit, Kazuma, it's just like a standard green jumpsuit, like a dark green, and it doesn't really like stand out that much, to the point where like he gets like the dark green clothes he actually wears in the series, and it's like you barely notice a change, because like his general profile is kind of the same, because like the color didn't really stand out in the first place.
Yeah.
But with like Subaru, you have this constant visual reminder that he is not from this place, just based on both the fact that it's a tracksuit and sneakers and whatever, but also and he's got like a very modern swept hairstyle, but also just the fact that the color scheme itself, this monochrome thing with orange highlights, is very modern and out of place. Also zippers are cool. Zippers are so cool, you should put 2 of them on your shoes.
So going back to hair color real quick, another thing I really like mostly in female character, actually no, just in general, because I feel like this works for both like male and female character designs.
Yeah.
In terms of hair color, is characters that have like very like a very crimson hair color, like it's just very red.
Sure.
Like characters I'm thinking of like right off the bat are like Eris from Mushoku Tensei or Etna from Disgaea.
Yeah, that red, yeah.
Yeah, like that particular shade of red I really like on like female character designs, but like I feel like you could even make that work in like male character designs, because I think there's a character in I can't remember if it was Dan Angel or something, but they have like this kind of like spiky hair in that same red tint that looks really, really good.
Yeah.
And I really like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's just Kazuna, but sure. Could have mentioned it. You didn't.
Kazuna's a really good example.
Yeah.
Kazuna's a really good example, but like I feel like Kazuna's hair is like a bit brighter in terms of like the shade of red, but like it's in the same ballpark.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Like a freshly plucked cherry.
Yes, like cherry red. Yeah.
Yeah. Shauna's hair is like that sometimes. Other times it's like this weird. It depends on the lighting. Sometimes it's like that weird orangishness.
Yeah.
But like when it's got that cherry red thing going on, it's really nice.
Yeah, that's actually how I prefer Shauna looking, honestly.
I'm disappointed black hair Shauna didn't grow on you.
No, it did. Believe me, it did.
Okay. Yeah.
I love black hair Shauna a fucking lot.
I mean, like the journey is accepting, it's two halves of a whole. It's like,
Look, just because I'm saying I prefer one doesn't mean I dislike the other. By
are you
any
saying you hate? Are you saying you hate waffles?
No.
Bitch, that's a whole new sentence.
Bitch, that's a whole new sentence.
I like pancakes. So you're saying you hate waffles? No, bitch, that's a whole new sentence. What the hell are you talking about? Can't believe you hate waffles, man. I don't even know you anymore. No, I get you. Get you. Get you. I get you.
I'm glad you get me. You feel me.
Yeah. I had a thought, and then you distracted me with all this nonsense, all this garbage.
Sorry.
References. This always happens.
Yeah.
I really like. Can I just say something?
Sure.
I really like. Well, I mean, of course I can. It's my show. And why do I even ask permission? Anyway, I like how we explicitly went into this with it's episode 69. Let's get sexy, and we've just been talking about like the most like. We've just been talking about aesthetics this entire time, which I think look, I appreciate. Like, it's all like you got to get past the initial aesthetic before you can even start to appreciate the sexuality. Like,
True.
that's where it goes. If you're aesthetically insufficient, I don't want nothing to do with you.
Yeah, because like I feel like one half of attraction is aesthetics.
Yeah.
In terms of like visual attraction. Like, we are attracted to characters because they look nice, first and foremost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that's what draws us into the character in the first place, is that
the aesthetic and the design enhances the inherent sexiness of the human form.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fashion. Really, we've just been talking about fashion this whole time.
We kind of have been, really. But, like, again,
but that's fine. Fashion is sexy.
Yeah, fashion is in some way designed to accentuate the sex appeal of somebody.
Yeah. Specifically fictional teenagers. Big fan. Big fan.
Fictional anything, really. But...
Yeah. Yeah, reasonably attractive hamsters, we're all over it.
Bitch, that point you just talk about Pokemon.
No, I'm talking about those Hammond renders, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I'm talking about Hammond. He's got some stuff going on. He's got some. I just want to pet that guy. Is that weird? I don't know.
Can we have more female characters wearing skin-tight outfits, by the way?
Actually, yeah, I wanted to bring that up. There's an art. There is an art. A sword art, even. What it's like what I like to call wearing a lot of clothes, but also not any in the right places.
Yeah.
Sword Art Online is a master of this, because the designs in that show, for a lot of the girls, and there's a lot of them, but like it's like when you look at it objectively, they're wearing a lot of clothes, but they're specifically not wearing clothes in very specific places.
Yeah.
If you catch my... I think Xenon's like the best example of that.
Yes, she really is.
Sorry, I accidentally typed Xenob, and I'm getting protein powders. But like, I will copy paste just to give visual reference.
An example.
Yeah. But you look at Xenon's design, she's technically wearing a lot of clothing, but
Yeah.
there's gaps in very specific places that draw the eye.
Yeah, you have the cleavage window, you have some gaps on her hips to kind of like accentuate her hips more.
Yeah, and then you got you got like the half interior ZR, not quite ZR. thing going on.
But that still looks really nice.
Yeah. But I'm a big, and like, but like, it's technically a lot of clothing because she's got the long sleeves and she's got like the big scarf and she's got like the side pads or whatever. And
That is something I also really like in designs, by the way, is that, like, designs that emphasize hips
yeah,
with like, give us more hip windows.
I'm a big fan of the fucking, what I call the Fenric swagger.
The Fenric, yes, yes,
You
I
know
know
what I'm talking
exactly
about?
what you're talking about. Yes,
Yes, we're like, I will post a picture for your convenience, and just because I'm in a picture posting mood.
yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, like the way his pants are just slowly riding down. there's something to that. The way his tight seam pants are just edging that line, getting that damn what is the word I'm looking for?
Like it's just riding the waist just right.
Yeah, you see, like you're starting to see like the separation of the groin from the legs.
Yeah, yeah, that's real.
Just barely, just a fucking tease, honestly.
I do really like that in like both male and female character designs, but oddly in male character designs more.
This guy has got some hot men.
It really does. Fenric and Val, they some gorgeous men.
Yeah, they're not afraid to let you know that. Consistently. I also really appreciate that you told me once, I never made this connection before, but you told me once that we discovered that Disgaea predates Soul Eater's own shtick in terms of aesthetic.
Yep.
And that was quite the revelation. Like, I'm a big fan of Death of Measles' design, but I can't, now I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, they got here before Soul Eater did.
They did.
I mean, granted, Amizel was post Soul Eater, but like you can see the evolution, you can see the inspiration from earlier Disgaea aesthetics.
Yeah, it's just so interesting how like so much of Disgaea and Soul Eater have like so much stylistic overlap, especially in terms of like character design aesthetic.
It's interesting. It's interesting. Also, speaking of accentuating the hips, we've got whatever the hell's going on with Tamaki.
Yep.
Yeah, those gaps, that accentuates. It's like that tracks, but it accentuates.
It accentuates.
That tracks. Just making noises at this point. People call me weird when I bring up ear nibbling, and I don't think it's that weird.
It's not that weird.
No.
Dude, I saw that in an episode of Doogie Howser, okay?
I don't know what that is, and I don't want to know. But when people say the words Doogie Howser, I just laugh. It's just that's a very funny arrangement of noises you made with your mouth right there.
Well, the only thing you need to know about Doogie Howser is that it is the beginning of our Lord and Savior, Neil Patrick Harris's career.
Oh, look at that.
Yes. This is back when this is back when Neil Patrick Harris was trying to convince us that he wasn't gay.
A failed endeavor, if ever there was one. He's very gay.
He's extremely gay.
Mm-hmm. Literally, he's got like a husband and everything.
Yeah,
crazy.
Going the whole 10 yards.
I bet they're making out right now.
It could be
right now at 4:21 p.m. I mean, they're probably in California, so 1:21 p.m. Perfect. Gotta have that post-lunch makeout session, right? You think Neil's breath right now smells like grilled cheese? I don't know what his diet's like. Actually, I shouldn't make assumptions. I don't know what he's probably got some kitschy fucking California ass. He's not. If his breath smells like avocado toast, I'm gonna be
very disappointed.
I'm still into it, but like, you know, less so.
Slightly less.
Yeah. God, they keep trying to convince us to eat bugs, and I don't want to.
Wanna?
I love Neon. I love Neon's reaction every time a new psyop article. This time an actual psyop. We're not kidding you.
Yeah.
Comes out about how people should totally be eating bugs and they're a great source of protein. He just goes nope, 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 nope. It's very funny. One of my favorite running gags on Twitter.com.
Nope, 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 nope.
How about you eat crickets? It's fantastic. Okay, my butt's hurting. We should probably take a break.
We probably should.
I mean, we could talk about character design and how much we love thighs for hours, and we will in other episodes, I'm sure. But yeah, just a glimpse into the minds of us and what we value is that we're weirdly compatible. I thought we were gonna fight more. I thought you were gonna bring up your weird obsession with floofy 80s hair and it's gonna be like, ew, gross, they look like grandmothers. I guess we just did that, so let's
Look, I didn't bring it up because I figured that was a given already.
Yeah, but we're trying to make entertaining content, Kevin. We gotta argue a little bit. So I want you to gush about your floofy, stupid hair for a second. I'm gonna be like, ew.
I like 80s. Look, I can't do it on command. I can't do it on the spot.
Ew! They look like grandmothers. There we go. We got it. Check that off the list. Anyone who had that on their bingo card for this episode, you win. Or at least you're on your way. I don't know. I guess it really matters what's in the other 4 spaces, doesn't it? That's how
I guess
bingo
so.
works. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see you in the next segment. Hey, welcome back to the bakagaijinshow.
Great to see you.
Did you remember to roll up your pant legs? We told you to do that.
Yes, I have the pant legs firmly rolled up.
Then you might be like, but see, I'm wearing gym shorts right now. Don't care. Put on some pants. Roll up those cuffs. You know what we like. Actually, we like gym shorts too. That's fine.
We do. Gym shorts actually look really. That's not the topic this time.
No. I could talk for several hours about how good Rin Natsume looks in baseball shorts, but I mean,
yes,
we missed the boat on that one. So yeah, no. Instead, we're doing a boring old Reddit dive. We're experiencing a 100% reduction in Rin Natsume in baseball shorts. Is that what I'm saying?
That's a good point. True.
Yep. What are we doing? Let's just talk about that for an hour.
We could, but
anyway. No. No. Shit.
What?
I thought I saved one, but I didn't. Whatever. It's the Reddit dive. You know what it is. We'll do it whether I find the posts I really wanted to talk about or not.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah, I thought there was one earlier today. I thought I saved it, but I guess I didn't. I'm gonna look. Well, I'm gonna give you one to read, and while you're reading that, I'm gonna look for this other post I wanted to fucking.
All right, that'll work.
Yeah. In the meantime, though, please read. I forgot I'm not. I'm sorry, I forgot I'm not on DMs. I'm very disorganized. I got so many tabs. Read this.
All right. Am I the asshole for not buying my daughter a new phone? For some background, I, 35 female, and my husband, 38 male, have 2 kids, a daughter, 13 female, and a son, 9 male. A few years ago, we had to move across the country because my husband got a new job that paid a lot more than his last job. It didn't really affect me because I run an online business, but it affected our kids a lot because they have to leave all of their friends, which is why we got them both phones. Our son was young and didn't understand or care as much, so we got him a cheap phone from the grocery store. But we got our daughter a newer iPhone. Okay, alright, noted. As our son has gotten older, he has started to understand technology a lot more now, and has started a small gaming circle with some of his friends, so we got him a laptop.
Yeah, a gamer.
Based?
He probably just plays Fortnite.
Probably. Daughter already had a school one, so she didn't want a new one. But our son started saying how he wanted a phone like hers, or better, because he needed it for his gaming.
Gaming. Mobile gaming.
I said if he wanted a new one, he would need to start saving because his sister was also already saving for a new phone. He said he understood, but he wanted some money to help him start off. I thought that was fair, and give him some money after that. He didn't really bother us about it much. A few months later, he started to ask about a new phone again because his sister was only about $40 away from being able to get a new phone, so we just gave her the money because we gave him the money to start off for saving, but we didn't for her. Our son was not happy with this and said it wasn't fair, and he got really upset. We thought he had calmed down, so my husband and I just continued with what we were doing, and so did our daughter. But when she came out of her room and started to walk to the kitchen, he grabbed the phone from her hand and threw it down the hall, leaving a big green line that takes up almost half the screen. What the fuck, kid? Our daughter almost cried, and we grounded our son and made him give her the money that we gave him to start his saving. Good. My daughter started to use her old phone again, but asked if we could get her a new phone because he broke it and not her. Side note, just before we gave them their first phone, we said that that was the only phone we would buy them, and if they wanted a new one, they would have to buy it themselves. I said I wouldn't buy her a new phone because it's not my fault it broke. Okay. She said that it wasn't fair because she didn't break it and she shouldn't have to save up for a new one when she was taking good care of her phone and he destroyed it. I get bad. I think that's supposed to say I get that. But I said no and wouldn't be buying her a new phone. Later that night, my husband pulled me aside and said he thinks we should go halves with her brother to buy a new phone. Yes, you should. Because she is really upset and her old phone that she has to use now is really slow. I still said no because it wasn't our fault. You're the parents! Take responsibility for your children. Holy shit.
Bro, that sounds like not my problem, huh?
A few days have passed and I've seen her get annoyed at the phone, but she won't say anything because she doesn't want to be annoying. That says a lot more about you than it does her. I'm just gonna say that. If she is trying to stay quiet so that she doesn't annoy you with the fact that she has a shitty... Okay, hold on. Okay. I gotta calm down. Okay. I'm starting to feel bad, so I just wanted another opinion. Am I the asshole? Edit, please stop attacking me in my DMs. This story was submitted to me and they asked me to post it. Okay, so, like, this is like a proxy thing.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd say you're the asshole, because this was not the daughter's fault. This was her brother being a petty jackass. And I think the idea that the dad has is actually, like, the correct course of action. Have the brother pay for half of it with the money he's been saving up, because you need to be punishing him, first and foremost. You need to punish him for making such a major, major mistake and massive lapse in judgment. That needs to be taken care of first and foremost. But you're also the parent, and you shouldn't be punishing your daughter for something that her brother did.
Yeah.
Because this is punishing her for something that was out of her control.
Yeah.
So, you're the asshole, OP.
Yeah, I also want to point out, the son is 9. At
is.
9 years old, you're kind of on the hook for their actions.
Yeah, at that point, you should very firmly understand the concept of, this is naughty and I shouldn't do it, and you should learn how not to do it.
I'm saying the parents, like, at 9 years old, like, they're not like their own like entity. You know, like,
yeah.
What your influence and how you raise them is having a very direct effect here. So I feel like you're on the hook for that. If this was happening between like her and like her like I don't know 16-year-old brother or something,
yeah,
I could kind of understand the argument where it's like, okay, you are young adults, you sort this out amongst yourselves, you know. But if your 9-year-old kid breaks your other kid's phone, that's on you to mend that.
Yeah, second highest comment says, "You're the asshole. You're responsible for the things your child breaks. You signed up for that by having kids. Making your daughter pay for another new phone when her brother, your child, purposefully broke it is outright cruel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I pretty much agree.
But Kevin, in fairness, it wasn't their fault. Counterpoint, not their fault, not their problem.
It's not my fault. It's your fault for having the kids.
Yeah. Well, technically, it's their parents' fault for having them having.
Why
their
does this
kids.
keep coming back around to some people shouldn't procreate?
It always does, Kevin. It always does. Anyway, I cannot fucking find the post I wanted to read.
Oh
It's
man,
fine.
that sucks.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll just read this. I'll just read this medium Tifu instead. Medium Tifu. It could be what the fuck ever you want. This is a not safe for work Tifu.
Ooh.
Today I fucked up by vomiting into a 92-year-old woman's vagina.
What? Whoa! Pump the brakes, Speed Racer. Holy, that went from 0 to 100 damn fast.
Can I read the post, Kevin?
You may.
Okay. I had just begun a new job working in memory care at a senior center. I was excited about the job. I love helping people. But on the day I was supposed to start training, I had a bit of a stomach thing going on. I didn't want to call off so early in my employment, so I took a big slurp of Pepto-Bismol and went in. The first half of the shift went fine. And although I was a bit queasy, I was alright. I was learning how to help the residents with meals, recreation, all their daily functions. My manager told me it was time to learn how to help them with bathroom functions, and that one of the residents, a 92-year-old woman named quote-unquote Georgia, needed to be changed. I gulped, but was ready. The residents needed help with this, and I would provide that help. My manager brought me into Georgia's room. She was lying on her bed, awake and smiling, and my manager said, "Georgia, we're here to see you." Georgia smiled and said, "That's nice."
Oh no.
Manager said, "I know you've not been feeling well, Georgia. How, is today any better?" Georgia smiled and said, "That's nice."
Oh no.
My manager told me this is the only thing Georgia ever said. My boss led me through the process of getting Georgia's pants off. The smell intensified. My stomach burbled. His words.
Burbled.
We opened Georgia's disposable adult undergarment. This is rapidly becoming the least sexy episode of the Bakagaijinshow.
Damn it, Zeke, what the fuck?
Yeah, Georgia was not feeling well. Georgia had horrible, volcanic diarrhea, which they did not spell correctly. I want to point that out. Georgia had messed herself, and the messes creeped around to and into her front. My boss began the cleaning, showing me how to gently clean the resident. She had me put my gloves on and told me to finish cleaning Georgia. At this point, my stomach was not going well, but I was determined. The residents needed me. Gloves on, wet wipes in hand, cleaning Georgia's outsides was manageable. I was queasy, but it was manageable. Then my boss pointed out that I was not done.
Oh no.
That some of the diarrhea... Learn how to spell this word, please. I don't even want to communicate to you how much they've butchered this word. Had gone into Georgia's vagina, and I would have to clean that out. I should mention at this point that I am a gay man.
Oh, even worse.
This was my very first experience with a vagina. And while I'm totally vagina positive and not adversant, I was not prepared to deal with a brown liquid-filled vagina. Not when I was dealing with nausea. I vomited. I knew I should have felt it coming and turned away, but I didn't. The vomit happened suddenly and without warning, and it went onto and into her vagina. And Georgia just smiled and said, That's nice. My boss then said something for which I will always be grateful. Even though her lips were pursed, and I could tell she was disgusted and upset, she only said, "If you're vomiting, you need to go home. Now, I'll take care of this." I took off my gloves. I went home. I went back the next day, gifted my boss with a bunch of candy bars. Epilogue. I'm still working there. I have not vomited into any more vaginas.
Thank goodness.
TLDR, if you're sick, stay home.
Oh, that's the TLDR.
Nice moral to the story.
The moral of the story is if you're sick, stay home.
My favorite comment from Potato Monster 69, where he says, "What a day to have eyes."
Dude, I was holding on for dear life the entire time you were reading that. Oh, God, that was horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Whatever the hell you're gonna send me, please don't make it as bad as that. Please tell me we've plateaued in terms of... I want to be told that we have plateaued in terms of...
Perhaps. Let's see. Yeah, read this one.
Okay. Am I the asshole for making a racist joke?
No, you gotta emphasize the air quotes.
Oh, sorry. Am I the asshole for making a racist joke?
There you go.
I, 15 female, was hanging out with my 16 female friend.
I want to point out that this female's username is Pablo's Sweaty Armpit. Or Smelly Armpit, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, sorry, hold on. I, 15 female, was hanging out with my 16 female friend, and we were, like, talking about different cuisines, and she brought up about Chinese cuisines, and I made a joke saying how I ate dog and snake meat. The joke was because dogs and snakes are my favorite animals. She then went on a full rampage saying how racist I was for implying that all Chinese people ate dogs and snakes and stuff like that. But the funny thing is, I'm Chinese, Cantonese myself, and I've actually tried snake before, or specifically snake soup. It's a real delicacy in Hong Kong. So, I have to admit, it was kinda ironic. I got slightly annoyed at her saying how racist I was, so I decided to tell her that my grandparents actually ate dog/cat meat before and asked if that was yet again racist. She got even more aggravated and said it didn't matter, and what mattered was that I was implying that all Chinese... This friend of hers has such a fucking white savior complex, it's laughable. She is literally telling...
White woman spotted!
White woman spotted, literally telling the person of color how they should be offended when they're the one that made the joke. She got even more aggravated and said that it didn't matter what mattered, that I was implying that all Chinese people eat dogs/snakes and etc. That wasn't what the joke was supposed to be about, but I admit I might be racist. You're Chinese! She soon shortly after left. Okay, she wrote that weird. And sent me a really long text to me about how I was disrespectful to Chinese culture and that she doesn't tolerate racist people. The whole situation was hilarious at first, but now I feel bad because I made an unnecessary joke and she was just trying to tell me how racist it was. Though I don't fully think I am the asshole, but just in case I stepped over the line. Reddit, am I the asshole? Edit just in case. She's white.
White woman spotted.
White woman spotted. Another edit. Please read the part where I stated why I made the joke. Some people are so hilarious in this comment section. Another edit. Guys, I live in Hong Kong. I don't live in America. And the other of the sort. I've stayed in Hong Kong my whole life. Yeah, no. No, you're not the asshole, OP.
No.
You're not the asshole. Top comment, tell me she's white, lol. Not the asshole. Stereotypes became stereotypes for a reason. Even if not everyone ate dog or cat or a snake, even enough have that it's a known thing. I don't see a problem with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just your friend's a white woman, so
not the
that was your
asshole.
first problem.
Not the asshole. As a minority, I hate it when other people are offended for me. If anything, she's the racist one for making that jump in conclusion, as if the connection between eating dog and Chinese is set in stone, and any joke about eating dog is therefore a joke about Chinese people. Comedy is always a minefield, and there is no universal measure on when something is funny and when something is offensive. The line is defined by the audience of your joke. Although with how fervently she raged, seemed more like a virtue signal than anything. As in, she's not angry because she finds it genuinely offensive, it's just a knee-jerk response that tells her she should be outraged.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it seems like to me.
Okay. Medium Tifu.
Okay, that last one was also a medium Tifu, so I'm scared.
I feel like that one. Yeah, I'd say it was medium. Honestly.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, medium Tifu. Today I fucked up by almost committing double manslaughter.
Medium? Well, okay, almost.
Well, they said almost.
To be fair.
Yeah.
Now, if you would actually commit a double manslaughter, that would have been a big Tifu.
Yeah, that's a bad day right there. It's
You
gonna ruin
had
your
a bad
weekend plans.
day.
Edit before you read. I'm getting a bit of hate for this story. Please take this warning before continuing to read. This is a unique Tifu. It's especially stupid because of the way I worded it, but if you don't really like stupid humor, please continue browsing else. Welcome to my fuck up. So about a year ago, I got my learner's permit, which means that at the ripe old age of 16, I can drive a car, as long as I don't use the radio, and I'm driving with someone who has a full license in the passenger seat. Personally, I don't think I should be allowed to drive because I feel like I haven't mentally aged past 14 and still stop in the middle of a sidewalk to look straight up at the sky whenever I hear an airplane or a helicopter. I'm worried one day I'll do the same thing, but whilst driving a death machine at 100 kilometers per hour at peak hour traffic.
I like this
traffic,
guy.
You're not going to be driving that fast, let me tell you one thing. So basically, today I drove my dad to the salon to get his nails done. What the fuck? Okay, well, all right.
Hey, your dad's very comfortable in his
Work it.
masculinity. Work it.
Yeah.
Go
work
for it. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I've never read that sentence before. He actually just wanted to get some new jeans, but I'm just writing random crap to get past this stupid 750 character limit. We parked at the new car park, which is the place where cars park, and left to get his nails done. Again, sorry. We tried posting this story like twice already, and a dumb bot who I bet's name would be Mark if it were alive told me that it's still too short. After he FaceTimed all his friends to show them his cool new hot pink nails, he'll kill me if he finds out I'm saying this. We walked to the car park and found two middle-aged women sitting down on the curb right in front of my brand new Lamborghini Veneno. I actually drive a Prius, don't judge. It's actually a good car to drive, I swear. I skipped to my Lambo and got in the driver's seat after telling my dad his nails look fabulous for the 12th time. I decided enough was enough, put the gear in reverse to get out of there, except I thought I put it in reverse, but I actually put it in drive, and for about a 1/10 of a second, I was reversing forward into these two lovely ladies. The shit that Usain bolted out of my pants could have filled exactly 13 shot glasses. After slamming the brakes, I had to sit there for a couple moments to gather what I'd just done. Calm down. Think of excuses for that soon-to-be smell that was, and why the black seat was about to be or is now brown. What terrifies me more is not the fact that I almost ran them over. It was the fact that they looked at the car right in the eyes, and they didn't even flinch after it almost hit them. The humongous testicles I bet these women possess threatens my way of life, my way of thought, and my pride. I really hope you enjoyed this unnecessarily long story that should have only been about 400 characters long. Have a nice day.
I like this kid's sense of humor.
I think this didn't happen.
I feel like it didn't happen. No.
I feel like this is a writer.
It's
like a writer
it's a
wrote
little
this.
too embellished.
This feels like a writer wrote this, and that's fine. But Fun story, but yeah, I feel like that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, still fun. Anyway, let's see here.
Shall we move on?
Read this one.
All right. Am I the asshole for telling my sister to stop describing things to her blind boyfriend during a family movie? Oh dear, no. I'm assuming this movie didn't have audio descriptive service?
Yeah.
Okay. My little sister, 20 female, has been dating this guy, 22 male, for a little over a year now. He became completely blind at the age of 16 after a car accident. He's pretty well adjusted to his new way of living by now. Yesterday night, we had a family get-together at our parents' house. Had dinner, played some board games, chatted, things like that. Watching a movie was also on the checklist. We play the movie. Immediately after it started, my sister started describing things to her boyfriend, how the people and environment looked, etc. It annoyed me, 26 female, because even though they were whispering, I could still hear them, and it disturbed my immersion. Oh, fuck off. I kept quiet for a while, but I ended up telling them to please be quiet because other people like quietness during a movie. They shut up, but after the movie ended, my sister pulled me aside and started calling me names, telling her how that was super rude and ableist, that she never thought I'd act like this, etc. I told her I am in no way ableist, but it's annoying to hear constant noise during a movie, and this would apply to everyone. She said she won't talk to me anymore until I apologize to her and her boyfriend. I would, but I don't understand what I did wrong. I believe that when you're hanging out with other people, you should be courteous and fit in with the people there. He's blind!
No, it's fine. Just ruin my. Okay, it's fine.
No, go ahead.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. If you don't want to watch a movie with a blind person, you should just not do that.
Yeah, like I feel like you probably had the option of going elsewhere and doing something else. Or, like, if you really wanted to watch the movie on your own, in quiet, with nobody bothering you, you could have found a way to do it yourself later. Mm-hmm. Like, if the movie was, like, if a quiet movie experience was really that important to you. And I want to point out the hypocrisy of her saying, let's see, I believe when you're hanging out with others, you should be courteous.
Yeah, I was going to point that out before you interrupted me with your yelling. That's fine. Yeah.
Look, I had one thing to say. He's blind.
Yeah. We knew that. It was in the title of the post, Kevin. That's fine. It's fine. Anyway, yeah, you're the asshole.
Yeah, top comment. You're the asshole. How was he supposed to know what's happening in the movie? Your comments for sure probably embarrassed and hurt him, even if he has grown accustomed to living without sight. I'm sure he's aware of it can be frustrating to others, and hell, he's probably more frustrated than anyone else, but him being included is more important than your immersion. It's just a movie.
Yes. Sure.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. That it's on you to curate your experience in that way. If you don't want to watch a movie with a blind person, then don't.
Yep.
That's your problem. Let's see. Loading. Am I the asshole for banning my mother-in-law from the house after I discovered that she's installed a camera in the bedroom?
Why did she do that?
Again with the mother-in-laws.
Oh my god.
My husband, 33M, got into a car accident almost a month ago. He's been bedridden due to a back injury, and I've been his primary caregiver. The pressure's been too much for my mother-in-law. She keeps telling me to take care of him and be there for him constantly. She's begged me to take time off work, and I did. I asked me to send her hourly updates about his condition in the first 2 weeks. But when I don't, she'd get mad and cause an issue. She visits every day, but doesn't do anything to help. Alternatively, she'd list all the things I should or shouldn't do. The family keeps telling me she's just worried sick for her son, so I try to stay calm. Days ago, she called to berate me about me not replacing the sheets quickly enough. I had no idea how she found out, since my husband didn't call her. My sister-in-law called me to tell me that her mom installed a camera in the bedroom to see if I was taking proper care of her son. I was stunned. After searching the room, I found the camera. I called my mother-in-law. I had a huge fight with her. She admitted it, and she said she was just feeling concerned and wanted to make sure her son was being cared for, despite him calling her every day. I yelled at her, telling her she's no longer allowed in my home after this. She lost it, went on a rant about how I'm stopping her from seeing her son, and that not seeing him will literally make her sick herself. Um, the family called me later to get me to back out of this decision, but I told them she breached my privacy and took advantage of the situation. They said I'm taking it too personally. I can't blame a concerned mother for wanting to make sure her son's fine, especially since she listed things she thought I was doing wrong. I ended the conversation, but my husband is upset, telling me I'm being vindictive and that if his mom can't come, then he'll move there with her. We argued, but then I went outside and he's been silent ever since. Am I the asshole?
No, that was a massive breach of privacy, and I think your husband, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think your husband needs to kind of understand that your mother made that huge breach in privacy, and that, well-meaning or not, she had no right to do that.
This is a psychotic level of concern for your 33-year-old son.
It really is. Like, he's a full-grown adult at that point, and you have to give his significant other the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, top comment, you're the asshole. Report to the police. Let your husband go back to his mummy.
What?
More Brits, I'm assuming.
Ugh, jeez.
Yeah, the fact your husband is siding with his mom here is weird. That's weird.
It really is, because, like, I don't get it.
Number one. Number two. Who wants to be spied on with a spy camera by their mother? That's weird.
Yeah, like, that's just weird.
That's weird. This guy's a mama's boy in a weird way, and I'd worry about that.
My mama was just trying to protect me by putting a spy camera in my bedroom.
I like how the entire family was like, oh, she committed a federal offense. Whatever, she's just a concerned mother.
I only commit crimes because I care.
You're taking it too personally.
It's just a little breach in privacy. It's nothing big. I'm just spying on you while you sleep. The fuck?
Anyway,
like, I don't get it.
Anyway, read this.
Okay. Am I the asshole for ordering delivery food when I only live a few blocks away from the restaurant? Okay. There's a local burger joint that my family and I love. It's about 10 blocks away from our house. Okay, 10 blocks is a bit of a walk, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
And they do both delivery and pickup. I'm a FT student?
Finance and tech?
I don't know. And SAHM to a toddler, one and a... Just say he's one.
No, he's 18 months, Kevin.
Yes, I am.
Months.
Yes, I am currently 248 months old.
I think. What am I? I'm not counting. Fuck it.
Yeah, no, fuck it. Well, my husband works FT. I had a big exam and a couple of lab practicals. What the fuck? Due today, and was too tired to cook dinner, so I decided to order a couple of burgers and fries from the local joint. It was already dark out, really cold, and I didn't feel like trying to wrangle my kid into their snowsuit or the stroller.
FT is it just means full time.
Okay, full-time student. Okay, all right. Or the stroller to walk over there, as we don't have a car. So I ordered delivery on their website for an additional fee. This wasn't a delivery service like DoorDash or Uber Eats. The restaurant uses its own online platform and hires its own drivers to delivery food. Whatever the fuck. I paid online and left a 20% tip. About 30 minutes later, I got a notification the delivery driver was at my building, so I went downstairs to pick up my food. When I got to the door, the delivery person was very rude and told me the next time I should get off my ass and pick up my own damn food, and that she doesn't get paid enough to deliver food less than a mile. I just grabbed my food and didn't say a word to her and headed back towards the elevator. I heard a pound on the locked door as I walked away and turned around to see she'd hit the door with some snow and was flipping me off. I went upstairs kind of frazzled and ended up calling the restaurant to let them know that what happened and to please reimburse me for my tip. The manager I talked to was horrified and apologized and ended up returning my tip. He also offered a 20% off coupon for a future visit. We love this burger shop, so this poor experience isn't going to stop us from eating their food. I am just not going to get delivery from them again. Am I the asshole for ordering delivery from a restaurant a few blocks away? Is this some kind of unwritten rule of delivery that I didn't know about? No, dude, I live like 10 blocks away from a Little Caesars and I order from them all the time. They don't care. That driver was just being a bitch.
Somebody was having a bad day.
Yeah. Not the asshole. Like, that's a super easy and close delivery, and if anything, it being shorter makes it more lucrative on a tip-time ratio.
Yeah, I don't get their... They must have just been having a really bad day or something. I don't understand why this is a problem.
My best guess is that the driver really, really likes their long drives, I guess. I don't fucking know. It's like, you're wasting less gas for more tip. Like, come on. Like, 20% tip is pretty decent. Like, that's fine. So, like, come on. Like,
there's a lot of...
What? Oh dear, Zeke paused. Hold on. Hold up, folks.
Sorry, technical hiccup. There's a lot of theory crafting in the comments of maybe the restaurant's pocketing the tips, but like that's all just baseless speculation.
It really is, and it doesn't really have any bearing on what we have here already.
Mm-hmm.
It really just seems like the driver was either having a bad day or is just like really, really petty for no reason about having to drive really short distances just to give people their food.
Yeah. Depending on how their job is set up, maybe it might be some kind of inconvenience in that specific circumstance. I don't know. But if they're the asshole for taking it out on you, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that's just really poor form on the delivery driver's side.
Yeah.
Like, don't blame yourself for that.
Yeah, not the asshole. Definitively not the asshole. No. Let's see here. Okay. Waiting for it to load. Okay. This one has the title in all caps, so you know it's gonna be fun. Am I the asshole for playing video games when my girlfriend tries to sleep?
Oh boy, here we go.
Throwaway, because my girlfriend knows my main. I'm also on mobile, so excuse my formatting. Also, I know this sounds bad, but let me explain.
I can explain.
Well, you know what? When a post starts with "I know this sounds bad," it's going to be a doozy.
Yep.
My 25M girlfriend, 23F, and I have been dating for 5 months now. I'm completely in love with her and everything about her. Unlike most women I've tried dating, she's real. and always supports my dreams. We met when I was on a quote-unquote break from my current ex-boyfriend, 22M. He's a bisexual.
Ah.
Who she helped me see was incredibly toxic and abusive towards me. I won't lie. I've not been the best boyfriend at the beginning of our relationship when she finally agreed to go out with me after a month of asking, but I've honestly changed because she means the world to me. If you need further detail, I can edit in later or answer in the comments. Anyway, at the beginning, we were just friends at first, and she didn't want to get involved in any relationship drama due to the fact that she's currently prepping for her final court date. She's fighting her mother for custody of her younger brother, who just turned 2 because her mom does nothing but abuse the younger brother. Keep in mind, I completely support her here. There's a lot going on in this. There's a lot going on in this scenario. It's a window into someone's life. Well, it took my girlfriend 5 months, but she finally got 2 days overnight visitations through the court systems, which happen on Mondays and Tuesdays, as these are my girlfriend's days off. When her brother came over this week, however, he gave my girlfriend COVID, though I was fortunate enough to stay negative. Oh, what? You thought this complex inner web of drama wasn't going to have COVID in it? Boom! Surprise COVID! It creeps up on you. Anyway.
Just like COVID.
Yeah, literally. That's exactly what I was talking about. Anyway, fortunate to stay negative, but now we're all in isolation. His mother refused to take him back until he was cured, her words, as she didn't want to deal with an annoying child who could get her sick, and sick children are, quote, too much work. But my girlfriend had already began happily taking care of her brother and trying to nurture him back to his full health while also cooking and cleaning around the house she lives in. Yes, she does the cooking. Yes, she does the cleaning. Thank you, Miss Minaj. That was just me.
Yeah, I know.
When her brother is finally sleeping, I always go online and play my games upstairs so the little one won't hear me. It goes on till 5 a.m. sometimes, and my girlfriend has mentioned it bothers her because she can barely sleep properly with all the noise in her room. She also says she doesn't like me being up so late because she doesn't want a, quote, grumpy, sleep-deprived boyfriend when her brother wakes up early and gets us out of bed. But I don't see how that's my problem. It's her brother, and I can just get up and start my day later because I never asked for the responsibility of caring for a child I didn't make. So I continued my gaming and she slept on the couch after asking me to turn it off at 4 a.m. So Reddit, am I the asshole?
Disregard children, acquire games.
Yeah, based Chad. I don't care about children I didn't make. I have gaming to do. Anyway, there's some edits.
Yeah, okay.
Edits. I have headphones in all night and the TV is on mute. The only noise she hears is when I talk to my buddies when we play together. 2, it's a small 2-bedroom house with the living room being right next to her 2-year-old brother's room, so if I were to move to the living room, it would wake him up and she would have to put him down all over again. 3, we don't live together and I don't pay rent. I just visit a lot when I'm off work. I'm on 2-week on-off rotations. What, do you work in a mine?
I don't fucking know.
I do support her choice to have her brother full-time. I just mentioned that I could wake up later and start my day later as well. I don't need to be up at 7 a.m. just because she is. 4, I apologized. I should have said women instead of females. I didn't think it'd be that offensive.
Females.
You might have edited that. 5, I can't go home. Her brother gave her COVID and I'm here with them, so I'm forced to isolate with them for the next 5 days. This isn't a simple I choose to be here with them for the next 5 days situation.
Yeah, it's a quarantine.
But is he the asshole, Kevin?
I mean, he's trying. He's got his.
This is a complicated one because there's a lot of things in here that indicate that, you know, he's got a good head. He's trying to be empathetic. He's supportive in a lot of ways. But then there's also some shit here that's just like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, like it's complicated because I can't definitively say you're the asshole because he's trying to compromise and he's trying to figure out a way that like makes everybody happy in some way while he still gets what he feels he needs, which is, you know, his game time, which I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also like
But it's also like the girlfriend's being, when the girlfriend is saying like, I don't want you staying up till 5 a.m. because you're going to be grumpy when my brother wakes up. Like, that's just being overly controlling.
it really is. Yeah.
You know, like that's not her business, you know. But then, you know, he keeps saying shit like, it's not my problem. I never asked for the responsibility of caring for a child I didn't make, which is weirdly flippant.
Weirdly, yeah.
Look, if you want this relationship to succeed, you kind of want to get on the good side of her brother. I'm gonna be honest. You know, like, you kind of want that. Also, her mom sounds like an asshole. I'm just pointing that out. I feel like I have to just point that out.
I would
like,
say
her mom's a huge fucking
Yeah.
gaping asshole.
I would say in terms of like the staying up late to play games thing, you're probably not an asshole. But there are other elements here that make me think that in general you are an asshole.
I think this is a situation. I think I'm gonna vote everyone sucks here.
Yeah, that's probably because the sister's being a dick, the mom's a huge fucking dick.
The kid's a dick. He got COVID. He's got COVID. He gave him all COVID. What the fuck?
Okay, the kid's fine. The kid's fine.
This 2-year-old is a 2-year-olds. Just a psyop from the COVID industry to give you more COVID.
Anyway, I feel like this situation needs communication and compromise. Like, do you have to play multiplayer games where you're chatting with other people? Because you have your TV on mute and you have your headphones in. Like, it's the talking to other people that's the problem here. That's what's making the noise.
True.
But we have to keep in mind that she's not happy about him staying up late in the first place. So, like, even if he wasn't making as much noise, would she be satisfied with that? I mean, that's a question he has to ask her.
Yeah, that's...
But he also could be one of those guys that, like, only plays multiplayer games. We don't know.
Yeah.
So, so just saying don't do that specific thing might just not be applicable because that might be the only thing he wants to do. I think it's just a shitty situation that needs more communication, understanding from all parties.
Yeah.
Reddit thinks he's the asshole, but I mean, he dug his own grave when he said females. So, who cares what they have to say? Yeah, fuck Reddit's judgment. I don't give a shit. It's our show. We judge how we want.
Yeah, I'd say everyone sucks here.
Yeah, everyone sucks here. Everyone just needs to communicate and be more empathetic towards each other's situations and stop trying to control each other. It's not good. It's not good. Everyone sucks here. Anyway.
Cracked my neck.
I know that. Let's see. Let me look at this one real quick. Okay, yeah. You, Gavino, can read this one.
Alrighty then. Am I the asshole for not making my teenage son wear a helmet when he skateboards?
Radical!
My 42 male, son 15 male, is a good kid and loves to skateboard. He's actually pretty talented and is even sponsored by the local skate shop. He's skated since he was 7. Until he was 13 or so, I always made him wear a helmet. He started resisting wearing a helmet around then, and while I would prefer that he does wear a helmet, I know that I can't control every aspect of his life. By that point, his body had learned how to fall correctly when he screws up a trick. I used to skate back in the day. If you skateboard, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I made a compromise with him. If he's just out street skating with his friends, he doesn't need to wear a helmet, but if he's at the park that requires it, or is skating a bowl or a half pipe, or if he's otherwise attempting something dangerous for the first time, then he needs to wear one. He readily agreed and has been good about wearing a helmet in those circumstances. Anyway, a couple weeks ago, my wife, 41 female, was running an errand the other day and saw her son skateboarding, doing tricks down a small 5-stair set, and he wasn't wearing a helmet. She flipped out, pulled over, yelled at him in front of his friends, and made him come home. Now, it's not that my wife didn't know about my helmet rules, but in her view, what he was doing qualified as dangerous. He can ollie down stair sets almost 3 times that size. She's never really loved that he's been into skateboarding. Okay, problem number 1 here. She always wanted him to do team sports. And as such, I don't think she fully appreciates how good he is for his age, nor does she understand that he knows what his limits are and what he's doing. She is now insisting that he wear a helmet at all times, much to my son's chagrin. I pointed out to her privately that this is ridiculous. He's at an age where he can make this choice himself, and on top of that, our daughter, 14 female, who does cheer and gymnastics and doesn't have to wear a helmet despite head injuries being fairly common in those sports. To make my point, I got one of those cheerleader helmets and declared that she now needs to wear a helmet too since her brother has to now. Our daughter is kind of a weirdo, and to her credit, thinks this is all pretty funny, and said something like, "I will be known as the Helmet Queen," and started wearing it at practice.
Base?
I like this girl. My wife is now freaking out because she doesn't want our daughter to stick out at games or competitions and make people think that she's special needs. Oh, for fuck's sake, woman. Yes, she seriously said that.
Oh no.
My wife is saying I'm both undermining her and encouraging our son to do dangerous things, and that our daughter is going to get bullied for wearing a helmet. So am I the asshole? No.
Well, Reddit thinks he's the asshole.
The thing is, like, you have to consider the level of maturity on part of the kid. Yes, he's only 13, but
No, 15.
oh, okay. So like he's 15, and I think the rules are a fair compromise. I feel like ideally, yes, he should be wearing a helmet consistently, but he makes a good point that he used to do a lot of skateboarding in his youth when he was younger, and he understands that, like, you know, at some point you learn how to fall correctly, you learn what you are and are not able to consistently, you know, what tricks you are and are not able to consistently and safely do. Like, and it's clear that he's spoken to his son about this, and, like, you know, gone through the whole motions with that. So it's pretty clear to me that there's an understanding between both the parent and the kid of what the kid is doing that is safe versus what is unsafe. And I think the rules are fine. Like, if he's at the half pipe or, you know, at the skate park or whatever, anywhere that requires a helmet, or if he's doing like a new trick and it's dangerous and he doesn't know if he can, you know, land it, I think that's reasonable and that's understandable. But if he's just like out like casually skating with his friends or doing things he knows he can, like, you know, pretty consistently and safely land without having to worry about head injury, that's fine. I think that's okay. So like,
so I'm of two minds about this, because on the one hand, there is an understanding, there is an arrangement here. On the other hand, I don't see a reason not to wear a helmet. Like, I don't get what's so... I guess I'm just not seeing a compelling argument for why he shouldn't, other than he just doesn't want to, which I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's a attitude you can have up until the point where you really needed one and you didn't have one. So
that's also a fair point to make.
To be fair, to be clear, it's like, this is an like, who cares about my opinion? You know, this is an arrangement between this guy and his son, and if this is what they agree on, that's fine. I don't agree with it personally, but I respect their right to have that agreement between themselves.
Yeah.
And further, you know, even if I don't agree entirely with the father's take, because I just think there's no reason why you shouldn't wear a helmet, I don't like the wife's attitude about it at all.
Yeah, the wife's attitude is just horrendous about the whole thing.
Yeah.
She flew completely off the handle about the whole thing. And also the whole thing about makes her daughter look special needs to wear a helmet. You know, yikes and a half there, lady.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't necessarily agree with their conclusion, but I respect their right to have that arrangement. So I'm gonna say not the asshole.
Same.
Yeah.
Because, like, everything was all fine and civil up until the wife decided to throw everything wildly out of proportion.
Yeah.
Also, props to the daughter for taking this in stride.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we get the helmet queen on the podcast? That'd be cool.
I'm gonna be the helmet queen. I love it.
That is great. You know what, helmet queen, rock on, girl.
We stand.
You're going place. We stand a legend, honestly. we don't simp lightly, but for the helmet queen, we'll consider. All right, I will read this one. Am I the asshole for not letting my baby daddy's fiance name our baby?
My baby daddy's feet.
Yes, you read that correct. I read that correctly.
Okay.
It's about to get complicated.
Yes, it is. Continue.
My baby daddy Jasper 25M and I 27F had an ONS. That's a one-night stand, Kevin. Yeah. I'm currently 24 weeks pregnant. There was no cheating. That's not important to the story. Jasper's fiance Maddie 23F lost her first child a year ago. That's just how it's written. I can't imagine going through child loss. I've been trying to accommodate her, but I've set a few rules. Number 1, she can't treat me as a surrogate because I'm not. This is Jasper and I's kid. She will be the stepmother, not the adoptive mother.
Yep.
2, she can't be in the delivery room. I'm only allowed to have 2 people there. I chose to have Jasper and my mother. She argued and really tried to push it. She wanted me to have her her a Jasper. I said no. She wanted me to have her and my mom then. I said no. I was clear that even if Jasper wasn't in the room with me, she wouldn't be allowed either way because I'm not comfortable with it. 3, she can't take big decisions for our kid on her own. She can suggest, she can ask, but she can't take them unless it's an emergency.
Yeah.
Aside from that, we're all aware this situation is not common, and we'll have to learn along the way. A few days ago, we went out to have dinner, and Jasper asked if I had given any thought into our kid's name. I said yes and gave him a list. I told them they can add some to it, and we can, as the 3 of us could discuss them and choose one. Maddie told me she wanted to give them her dad's name as a middle name since it was special to her. I'll be honest, I don't like the idea because a family name and a father's one seems very personal. Also, I didn't like it that she behaved like the decision was set since that's not our deal. Jasper didn't seem fond of the idea either, so I told her that while we would consider it and think about it, I wasn't sure. Maddie got quite pissy and said that it wasn't fair that she wasn't allowed to have a say in anything without passing it through the mom police because this was her child too. She can't be in the delivery room, she won't give birth to them or have any legal rights, and the least I could do is let her have the middle name. Jasper tried to argue with her, but Maddie refused, took her things, and left us there. We stayed back for a while, and he apologized for her before taking me back to my house. My mother says that she understands Maddie's point of view of having a child with her man after losing her own baby, and she's not allowed to do anything without me or Jasper saying yes first, and that maybe I should let her have it since middle names don't matter anymore. I still don't entertain the idea, but I want to ask anyway. I'll be happy to give more info if someone needs it. For clarification, we had a threesome and I got pregnant.
It's not her kid.
Yeah, another edit. I didn't think this would blow up. I want to clarify some things. 1, please stop saying Maddie is unhinged or crazy. Neither of us planned this pregnancy, nor is she trying to steal my baby. 2, I'm not living with them, and neither are they living with me. We see each other regularly, yes, but we are still sleeping together. And we are still sleeping together. I called it a one-night stand just to clarify I got pregnant after only one time of being with them at the beginning. 3, while I'm still sleeping with both of them, the 3 of us agreed that it meant nothing more. It didn't make us partners, and they have their own relationship. I never sleep with just Maddie or just with Jasper. This has happened only like 3 times after I told them about the baby. 4, the 3 of us had a long talk today, and I got to clarify many things with Maddie. Thank you all for your judgment. I accept them all. But anyway, what are they? What is this person?
I don't think that OP is the asshole here because, like, it's not Maddie's kid.
Yeah, so Reddit's going completely insane here. They agree with you, not the asshole, but they're going insane on a tangent about how you should consult a lawyer because this woman's going to steal your baby.
Oh, God. No.
So, you know, Reddit's jumping to conclusions as usual.
Oh, my God. People, come on. Jeez. Government came and took my baby.
I will say, you know, I'll believe you when you say Maddie is an unhinged or crazy. You don't paint the most flattering picture of her, though. I will say that.
True.
Like, I kind of before the edits, I kind of understand why Reddit jumped to this conclusion because you did not paint a very good picture of this woman.
Yeah, so like the edits were kind of necessary in that regard.
Yeah. In terms of just raw, are you the asshole or are you not? No, you're not the asshole.
Yeah.
But what should they do about it? I mean, that's for them to decide. But I think the best solution is just the one everyone can live with. You know?
You gotta figure that out on your own.
There's one way or another, there's some compromise happening here. It's like, I get everyone's perspectives. They gotta work out a solution. Yep. I don't know what that solution is. I can't even tell you what I would want in this situation because I don't want kids in the first place. So that there's a whole lot of prerequisites to that. But yeah, not the asshole. Interesting conundrum though.
Yeah, a little bit.
Would you like to go to the lightning round?
I would love to go to the lightning round. Yes, let's go.
All right, let me just head on over there real quick. Should really put it under favorites at this point, but I just haven't been around to it. Okay, this is the lightning round where we go to our unpopular opinions and look at some unpopular opinions. Are these opinions popular or unpopular? Do we agree or disagree? Let's find out. Unpopular opinion: jeans are uncomfortable and not good everyday pants. They can be. You gotta get the right ones.
Yeah, like make sure that they're not like.
I like the soft, stretchy ones. There's a lot of different kinds of jeans. If you're talking about like the stock ass, blue ass denim, yeah, I agree. But like I have some really nice like soft, like elasticy black ones, and they're really comfortable. So, yeah. It get good jeans.
Like
unpopular.
Like traditional denim, I'd say no. Like not good jeans, not good everyday pants.
No. Unpopular opinion: the words excrement and feces sound even more gross and weird than the word shit.
They do.
I think it's just that you hear them less often, so you're not like you get desensitized to the word shit pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You know, and it also the word shit just has so many other uses. You know, like that's the shit or this fucking shit. You know, like it's like
or sometimes it can mean whatever the fuck shit.
Yeah, like it can mean so many fucking things that like you don't immediately assign that meaning to it unless in certain contexts, whereas with excrement and feces, like you always assign that meaning to it. So yeah, there you go. I just broke linguistics down to its bare essentials.
Because nobody goes around saying, "Oh, feces."
Unpopular opinion: doctors should be able to treat dental emergencies such as dry socket and abscessed teeth. This is why we have specialists.
Yeah, because that's a very.
If you're arguing that the emergency room should have dentists on staff, I agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
I imagine they do. I don't know, but I hope so. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like, look, the human body is so fucking complex. You cannot expect any one doctor to be able to do everything. They specialize for a reason. I agree with the larger point that like an emergency center should have a well-rounded stock of doctors. But yeah, no, I don't think just standard doctors should be able to treat dental emergencies. Like that's beyond basic stabilization or whatever. Then no, I think that's a bit unreasonable. Unpopular opinion: Wikipedia is easily the greatest thing the internet has ever produced. This is incorrect. The greatest thing is bears. I'm glad we're in agreement on that. Unpopular opinion: paying your own bills is what you're supposed to do. It's not an accomplishment. Boomer! We got a boomer in chat!
It's not an accomplishment. It's just what you're supposed to do.
Unpopular opinion: police officers should be required to have a bachelor's degree. It wouldn't help.
I don't think that's gonna help anything.
Education is not going to help in the specific ways that the system needs help. Like that's it's not going to help. You're just going to have there's I don't want to get into it, but like it's because it would take forever and this episode's already really long. But yeah, like it wouldn't help. I'm not saying you're wrong, but it wouldn't help. It's not the right solution. Anyway. Unpopular opinion: I would much rather take revenge than forgive someone.
OP needs help.
I want to know what's going on in their life. User Kaiser Rate. What the fuck is that word again? Rake? Is it Third Reich? Reich, yeah. Reich. Kaiser Reich mapping. I want to know what your deal is. Who are you seeking vengeance against? Give us the deeds.
Please.
Unpopular opinion: extremely long eyelashes make you look stupid. Yes.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion: I don't know why people on the internet say that assembling IKEA furniture is so hard. Part of it is because it used to be. They got better.
Yeah.
But another part of it is you're underestimating how stupid some people are.
Yeah, like the jokes about IKEA furniture and shit being difficult to assemble have been exaggerated, while IKEA furniture design has actually simplified a lot.
Yeah. And also just their instructions got better, and they got better about not losing pieces.
Yeah.
So, yeah. There's better quality assurance.
Mind you, this is such a unanimous thing that even Sonic Boom, the cartoon, made a hot shot at it.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion, pizza cutter is worse for cutting pizza than scissors. Yes, but Pizza Hot.
Pizza Hut.
So, there you go.
Also, make sure that shit's sharp.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion, low-waisted pants are better than high-waisted pants. As someone under 40, I agree.
Yeah, sure.
Unpopular opinion, you can be Irish if you're from the United States. This is probably in response to that viral tweet about complaining about, yeah, you know the one. Yeah. Sure, I guess.
I guess.
I don't care. I don't care.
Wait, I seem to have stopped caring.
Unpopular opinion, that's just how I am, is another way of saying I'm an asshole and can't help not being one. It certainly can be.
It certainly is the typical usage of it, I've noticed.
Unpopular opinion, Hershey's milk chocolate sucks. OP is British.
OP is British.
OP is British. Now, granted, British chocolate, way better.
It is.
I miss the world market so much.
But that does not make Hershey's chocolate bad.
Unpopular opinion, eating is not a social activity. I don't want to talk to you. I just want to enjoy my food and not risk choking on it.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
I don't have a strong opinion here.
Hold on. Unpopular opinion, Bowser knows something about Peach we don't. That's not an opinion. That's just facts.
It's just truth.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion, I prefer all the episodes of a TV show to be released at once. Anon is an average Netflix user.
Average Netflix enjoyer.
Unpopular opinion, most people are too stupid to be allowed to own and operate a private vehicle.
A lot of people are too stupid to own and operate a private vehicle.
Yes, that's why we should build more fucking trains.
Infrastructure.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you're stupid, like, I'm not, like, the harm you can cause with a bike through stupidity is a lot less than what you can cause through a car.
Yep.
Just letting that out, just putting that out there.
Speaking of which, next month I need to get a bike.
For what? Oh, are you finally doing the everyday Taco Bell thing?
I'm gonna do the everyday Taco Bell thing.
What? Why didn't you start the episode with that? What? You're gonna get a taco? You're gonna do the taco a day thing?
I'm gonna do taco a day.
Oh my! Oh, this is a revelation. Well, stay tuned for updates on that.
Yes.
I'm proud, Kevin. I'm proud of you.
Hey, it gets my exercise in.
Yeah. Again, this is why you should subscribe, so you get the ongoing narratives. Unpopular opinion, single-space documents look more professional than double-space documents. I think it's just that it's so fucking prevalent when you see a double-space document that this is a fucking college thesis or whatever.
Yeah.
That image is so ingrained in my brain that, like, I can't agree, but you're right that it's arbitrary.
It is.
Unpopular opinion, I love the feeling of cool air hitting my body after a hot shower.
Agreed. Wow. Whew.
I don't know. I just don't like being wet, honestly.
Well, that's why you have the cool air. It dries you off, and you feel like the coolness just washing over you.
No, I hate that feeling so much.
Okay, that's fair. I love it. I don't like being wet.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you're supposed to like dry off and then just.
Yeah, when you get to a certain, I'm talking about when you're like soaking wet though.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
Unpopular opinion: soap blocks are a lot better than liquid soap. It's more fun.
It's more fun.
Unpopular opinion: being ugly is fixable. We have the technology.
We can rebuild them.
Yeah, to an extent, sure. Unpopular opinion, the Eiffel Tower is ugly.
You know who else is ugly?
I've never been.
Uh,
Unpopular opinion, working from home is overrated, unhealthy, and unsatisfying.
OP is a robot.
OP is a CEO. OP is a CEO who wants to justify the obnoxious amount of office space they've contracted.
Yep.
Unpopular opinion, fuck hipsters and sea shanties.
Somebody didn't play Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Somebody wishes other people didn't play Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Unpopular opinion, half your age plus 7 equals minimum age of your partner is a bullshit, entirely arbitrary rule that is held as a standard for no reason.
Yes.
Yes, people like catchy slogan things.
Yep.
It's an easy mnemonic device, and that's why it's so spreadable. But yeah, it is entirely arbitrary. I think we've said it before. We'll keep saying it. Legal's legal.
Yep.
So we don't care. Unpopular opinion, bagels are better when they're not toasted. Depends on what's on them.
It does, yeah. Like, just a regular bagel and cream cheese, like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. I'm trying to think about what would be, like, better. I don't have bagels too often, though.
Me neither, and that's mostly just because, like, bagels and cream cheese are kind of expensive.
Unpopular opinion, 50 degrees is way more comfortable than 70 degrees. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Particularly because my room is really poorly ventilated, and if it's 70, that means it's 90, and if it's 50, that means it's probably 65. So, yeah. Unpopular opinion, it is not unprofessional to wear short pants as a guy.
It's not, no.
No.
Shouldn't be.
Unpopular opinion, rose is an abominable food flavor. I agree.
Yeah.
I had that Turkish rosewater candy once, and that was awful.
Yeah, I don't like rose as a flavor.
I don't like tasting rose.
Now, smelling is fine. Tasting, no. No.
Yeah.
Too floral. Too floral.
It's too floral. It's too floral. Lavender, same problem.
Yeah, Lavender's got the same issue.
Flowers are for smelling.
Yes.
Stop putting them in food.
Oh, dog is causing an issue.
Alright then. Unpopular opinion, Cinnabon smells better than it tastes. I've never been. I'm not a white woman.
I've had, like, Cinnabon things from fast food places, but I've never been to a Cinnabon.
Yeah. Has anyone really? I feel like you only ever get their shit from other places. I don't know if anyone's ever actually been to one.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion, Taco Bell is better than In-N-Out.
OP hates burgers.
Probably. Unpopular opinion, stale graham crackers are much better than fresh.
No.
OP is a possum? I don't know. Who has this opinion?
Dude, stale graham crackers are all, like, mushy and flavorless, and why would you want that?
Unpopular opinion, eating lemons raw are the best. What are you, cooking lemons? What?
OP is the main character of Kill la Kill. Fuck.
Did she cook lemons?
She ate a raw lemon in the first episode.
Oh, I don't remember. It's been almost a decade.
It was the first thing that she did. She walked on screen eating a raw fucking lemon.
Kevin, I watched it when it aired, and I have never watched it since. It's been a bit. It's been a hot sec.
Then my very good Kill la Kill reference is now lost on you.
Yes, entirely. Unpopular opinion, it's better to stay anonymous when you're rich. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you have the money to make it that way.
Yeah, first thing I do when I'm winning the lottery is faking my death, so yeah. You're correct. Unpopular opinion: black coffee sucks, is boring, and is objectively better when it tastes like chalky milk.
You had me up until chalky milk.
I'll take chalky milk over coffee, I'll tell you that much.
The thing is, when they say that, it means that they're trying to, like... They're trying to... They like coffee with their sugar, is the best way I like to put it.
Yeah.
Which, I don't get that, because if you're going that far, then it's very clear you don't like the taste of coffee.
Yes.
So... Oh, God.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion: oatmeal raisin cookies are delicious. Yeah, the problem is that they give you false impressions. Everybody, they look like chocolate chip from a distance, and that's the problem.
I swear we had this conversation like 2 episodes ago.
I swear we'll keep having it every so often.
It'll keep happening because it's the truth.
Hold on, I gotta read the actual post of this. What the fuck?
Ow. Oh, fuck.
No, I think OP's... Unpopular opinion: caffeine is more addictive than opium. I think OP's full of shit.
I think OP's full of shit. Has OP had opium?
Unpopular opinion: cruel treatment of pet fish should be a criminal offense. OP works at Walmart. Unpopular opinion: salsa is better when microwaved. I don't like salsa, so I don't know.
I don't... Whenever we get salsa, we eat all of it, so, like, I've never had reheated salsa, so I wouldn't know.
Unpopular opinion: long walks on the beach are not enjoyable. I'm kind of with you.
Yeah, same. Something about sand, coarse, rough, and irritating.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion: people showing other people pictures of their babies is not annoying at all and is understandable. OP was called out on a different thread.
Okay. That's a very specific thing.
What the fuck? Unpopular opinion: I think these next-gen consoles need to slow down. I'm mildly irritated by loading screens and games that deceive you into thinking they have time to admire the relaxing music, read the throwaway exposition, or simply scratch your balls before boom, you're back in the damn game already. Slow down! Okay, Grandpa. I think that was bait.
I think that was bait. Like, scratch your balls. I need time to scratch my balls in between Halo matches.
Yeah. I just want to... Okay, so just one last one. Someone said, unpopular opinion, it's better to cut pizza in half than bake. Yes, I know. I see you follow Elon Musk on Twitter. Thanks for that. Yeah, we all saw it. We know what you're doing. We all saw it. I hope he fucks you one day. I'm just saying.
God, that just reminds me about how Ben Shapiro was like, I regret to inform you that the new Batman movie is bad. And everyone's like, oh shit, the new Batman movie's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, my ass hurts, so I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Kevin, I'm calling it.
You're calling it?
Yeah, we're calling it.
All right.
Thank you for joining us on episode 69, the sexiest episode of the bakagaijinshow by a considerable margin. You can be part of the show if you email us at bakagaijinshow@gmail.com or join our official Discord server in the links provided below. You can like, comment, and subscribe to stay tuned for more episodes of the Baka Gaijin Show. You can follow us on Twitter at ZekeFreak and at CCharmanderK. And you can have a very nice day. You're very handsome, and we love you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yeah, there's that.
Stay beautiful.
Mm-hmm. We'd say stay frosty, but that's somebody's got that. Some very handsome man has that.
Handsome man in a very nice coat.
Yep. He used to wear a lab coat. No, he wears like a usher thing. He's had the usher thing going a lot longer than he had the lab coat.
Yes.
Yeah. At this point, the lab coat thing is obscure trivia. That was like year 1.5 of his now decade-long career.
Yep.
Yep. Anyway, this isn't his show, it's our show. Well, thank you for listening to the Baka Gaijin show. We'll see you next time. Zeke freak out. Ciao ciao for now.